Doug Walker. You're watching The Crazy House, Crazy McKormik.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Crazy House. How is everybody? So, how was your weekend? How was your entire week? I'm curious to see how everybody did. How did everybody enjoy their week? I sure as hell enjoyed mine. It was insanity seeing everything as things went down. Ignore the hat, all right? I go one day without a hat and everybody's just like, oh my God, he's wearing a hat. Ignore the hat, all right? Like, I didn't have enough time to get myself pretty and all of that other stuff because after the insane week that I fucking went through, red eye and everything, I was exhausted. I needed time off. And I can't seem to get any time off from that fucking smoke alarm. And I know y'all heard that. It was just strange to see me not wearing a hat. So let me let you in on something here. So as you guys know, all right, I ended up going to Arizona for the tell-all, and that's basically what a majority of this show is probably going to be about. Um, my hair was unkempt as fuck. I had been growing that motherfucker out so badly that I ended up having a fucking mullet. Okay, I'm not a mullet guy. So while I was there in Tucson, I ended up getting myself a haircut. I wanted to make myself look good and everything semi-professional. And for once, not having to wear a goddamn hat because I didn't need any fucking chances of anybody fucking coming to me and saying, fix my goddamn hat. Because we all know what happens when somebody says, fix my goddamn hat. What, you don't want to look like Joe Dirty? No, I don't. Honestly, like, I don't want to look. I don't. I like having my hair in two different ways. Okay, the undercut, which I had for a very long time, or I want my hair to look like fucking. I want to try to make it so that way it has that kind of Dexter Holland look, you know. Except I'm not gonna fucking, you know, frost it out and all that other shit. So, yes, everybody in the chat is fucking talking about it right now. CPN is back. I ended up flying to Tucson, Arizona, so that way we could do the tell all. And after about, I want to say, a month and a half of promo and all the other shit, I feel like that the build up for it was actually very good. And I feel like that what we did was very fucking successful. Now, the question that people do seem to fucking ask, like, is whether or not the fucking thing was pre-taped. No, it wasn't. That was completely live. Like, I think somebody before the show hit me up on Facebook and they ended up asking me if whether or not that was the case because some people in the fucking chat ended up fucking saying, "Oh, this isn't real. This is pre-taped. It's AI, um, and some other shit." And I was like, "Motherfucker, do you really want to fucking hype me up that much? What the fuck?" Okay, you know what that sound means. Hold up, yo,
Uh,
nothing much. We're shaking.
not much. Am I hearable on your stream?
Let's find out. Hammer's in the chat if you can hear the man.
Oh,
We're waiting. I see. Okay, fuck your feelings says yes. All right, we got hammer emojis in the chat.
okay, cool.
Sweet.
So anyway, how'd you like Arizona, Crazy?
I loved Arizona actually.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna. Yep, there we go. I'm putting the fucking uh the thumbnail for the tell all in there so that way people can get a visual. There we go.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, I honestly like the I loved Arizona. However, like I was just about to tell them that a lot like when it concerned the tell all and the way that we did everything, like we had plans to sit down and coordinate everything so that way we could get everything out in the open. But we were just very crunched on time. There were things that you needed to do, things that you wanted to show me, and we just didn't have the time to be able to fucking do all of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't want. I mean, you were here for a few days, so I didn't want to like just have you sitting in my spot all bored and shit. You know?
Well, I
Like,
just in case, like that's why I brought the Switch.
right,
It's like
right.
I don't go
But,
anywhere without bringing a video game console with me.
yeah, I was kind of like fucking crazy here. I'm gonna go ahead and show him uh some shit. How'd you like my crazy Mexican family?
Dude, um honestly, I find it interesting. What really fucking I loved the most is that no matter who you fucking showed me, whether it would be your sister, your brother, um other family members, Skeeter, um everybody fucking welcomed me with open arms, and I can't like I can't tell you how many times I heard we've heard so much about you and thank you so much for everything that you did for Raya.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you talked to my mom when I was in jail.
A little
Uh,
bit, yeah.
you, Snaps, Scully, y'all had like some conversations with my mom when I was in jail, and like all of my people knew that you guys were the ones like riding hard and getting all the evidence and doing all that shit for me
Hmm.
while I was in jail, and the bullshit you guys had to take as a result.
I
So they are all very appreciative of you three. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I think the one thing that I found that I was most entertained with was listening to you and your sister interact. Listen and listening to the way that she fucking talks and shit, I'm like, damn, this is Mexican as fuck.
yeah, yeah,
I was like, where have I heard dialect in this fashion? Oh, talking to Shade.
right, right. Well, then, like, you met my brother, got half of his face tattooed like a skull, you
Mhm.
know,
Oh
fresh
yeah.
out the pen, all that shit. Like,
Right. I like
um,
walking into that house was like, oh my god, this is almost like real life blood in, blood out.
yeah, dude, you actually saw the fucking raza. You saw the la onda fool. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
did. I s-
you're one of two people from the YouTube Juggalo community. Um, Roxy being the other one,
mhm.
who has seen like where I come from and the family I'm from and all that shit, and know for a fact that like all that shit I've been talking ain't a fucking lie, dog.
No. No, it's not. Like, bro, I think when we drove down to Douglas, and you were like, I'm gonna show you the border. And I look at it and I'm like, there's two fences and a trench in between the two fences, and they're both fucking covered up in barbed wire.
Yeah,
Hold on. Oh shit. Scottish Misfit in the chat with a $3.50. He gave me that tree fitty.
tree fitty.
And he says Koonski lives and fears no trash can.
Oh, dude, Koonski fears absolutely no trash can. Actually, to tell you the truth, since my announcement and all that, a few nights I kind of wake up to the faint sounding out my window. Pap, 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 pap. I don't know what's going on.
Really?
You know? Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
But how was your flight back?
Flight back was not too bad. Um, I think honestly the flight back was a little bit more uncomfortable than it was going to Arizona. And
Okay.
now, like, not because it was like, oh, flight and all that other stuff. I mean, like, we're in the middle of the night, okay? I'm sitting next to some fucking chick who's got a face mask on.
hmm Oh no. Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
One of them.
Hmm. And everybody on the airplane is like trying to fucking sleep, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm tired too, but I also want to fucking play uh Marvel Ultimate Alliance on my Switch, and I couldn't fucking
Yeah.
do that, so I was like, fuck, I can't do this. The flight there though, on the other hand, like there was a chick with like a 2-year-old toddler,
Yeah.
and I was honestly fucking shocked that this child was very well behaved.
Mm.
Wasn't
Oh, yeah.
causing any problems and shit, but the only major problem there was that her group also was like across from us. And so like whenever she needed something, they had all the stuff. So like I'm
Um,
basically like passing stuff. Both everybody in this group is actually like apologizing for injecting me into this situation. I'm like, I don't care, it's fine. I understand. I got kids too.
right.
And she was kind of
Well,
cute, so that's an
oh,
additionally attributing factor.
I mean, there's a good bonus right there, sitting next to a cute chick that you can do things for. You
Hot
know, make
mom, you know.
hot mom. Make you feel like a man and shit.
Right.
That work.
I almost felt like I just got done playing like 5 hours of Pragmata.
Right.
So I'm just like,
So
I have to take care of this child as well.
so with the thing about was the live stream pre-recorded. Um. So I saw you were just talking about that.
Yep.
So the intro was, because I mean, how the fuck we gonna have? We don't have like stage age equipment where we're gonna be able to live the intro.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like from me walking outside from outside the building to inside the building and all that. And we just kind of spliced that into the live stream.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, technically, I was sitting there the whole time when you and Skeeter were just talking back and forth. I was the one changing the cameras.
Hmm.
There's actually a part um, where Skeeter asked me something and I fucking answer it before my intro. I was like, that's funny. But I went back, I went and watched it back and I was like, that's great.
Yeah,
You can actually hear me.
nobody fucking caught that, but everybody was like, "Oh, it's pre-recorded. Tucson isn't that dark at this time." Like
Yeah,
movie
that's
magic,
why
son.
that's why that we pre-recorded the intro the day before.
Yeah.
Um, and then we pre-recorded the intro the day before. I actually told you that. Remember, I said, well, if we go live at 5 o'clock, we're going live at 5 o'clock. The fucking sun's out, dude. And the shit we recorded yesterday's at night.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
and on top of that, like we had to do that. But like also beforehand, you had to show me Sierra Vista, Bisbee, Douglas, Tombstone, a little bit of well, you wanted to show me a little bit of Tucson, but we did that after the fact. And
yeah. But
but
then
like
the phone call, the snaps, we did the day before also. And that was only because I told her that I would like to call her on the show and get her to,
yep,
and she had said that she had no feasible way of no, she's not going to be able to be available to take a phone call that night. And so I was like, but she was available at that time.
yeah, exactly.
And so yeah, so we did that, and then very obviously the let's just say the CPN hotline. That was live. That was definitely live.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Thing. Yeah, you know,
I mean, like
the
people,
CPN hotline.
you
I
know,
mean, what are we gonna do about this, bro? Documented history.
I don't know, dude. Like,
Women can't lie.
women can't
Documented
lie.
history, bro.
It's documented history.
It's documented history, bro.
Now, like the funny thing though was like I'm assuming that there were probably people in the chat who thought that that was pre-recorded and everything, but you could listening to the show after it was done and everything, like as it was going on, you could tell that there were certain things that were going on with the mics, like Skeeter's
Yeah,
mic was fucking messed up. Mine ended up getting shut off when we fucking changed it to the scene that showed the thing for the CPN hotline,
yeah. It was weird. That redneck guy sounded kind of like me.
right?
Sounded a little like me. Yeah.
I thought that was fucking strange. It was like
Hmm.
if you were from fucking, the South.
Right, right. That was weird. That was very strange. Um, you know. Anyway. Um, so yeah. After basically after today though, like I'm fucking done.
Yes.
Like with all the bullshit, with all the shit or whatever, I'm fucking done. Now as far as my ops go, here's what I could say to my ops and to Roxy. You have all now seen the fact, and Roxy has seen the fact. Roxy went to court with me and lost.
Hmm.
Chuck went to court with me and almost went to jail as a result of it. Did all this work to slap me on the wrist with a misdemeanor. Roxy stole all my money, in which I got back.
Hmm.
As far as my, and the other thing is, I did get access to all my emails back. Not by, she didn't give them to me. He's just a retard and didn't realize that there's other security things I can go through to get back into my emails, and that's what I did.
Right.
And I ended up, and I could show the paper trail on that too. And I ended up um, getting all my emails back. That's how I was able to discover what she did on Amazon. That's how I was able to discover she didn't even hide it. I guess she thought locking me out of my emails would keep me from getting it. And then one day she woke up, the fucking her account was charged back thousands of dollars. One day she woke up, she's kicked off the Amazon platform for engaging in fraud. One day she woke up, that my emails that she had access to, she no longer had access to. And a nice little text message from me. Guess who got my emails back, bitch?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So, like, and then I started texting her, what the hell is this about? What the hell is this about? And she started getting scared, right? It is what it is. So I got all that back. Um, and I got a lot of my property back because she was keeping a bunch of it at her parents' house.
Oh.
And, but she didn't tell me that. She accidentally let that slip out of her mouth one day. I
Oh.
hit her parents up. You motherfuckers have been holding my shit the whole time? Oh, no. Now you're responsible. Now,
Uh,
now I'm coming after you legally.
yeah, I think we were
Her
talking about
dad
that prior to the show.
and her dad texted me back, Raya, I'm sorry. I'm sending you everything we have and I'm going to pay for it. Within days, I had a bunch, including my main computer,
The
with all the files she was trying to keep away from me, with all the, everything. This fucking retarded bitch, dude. You know what she did?
oh,
She goes on my computer, finds everything she didn't want me to have, deletes it. But my recycle bin on my computer it doesn't automatically delete. You have to physically go into the recycle bin and click permanently, like empty recycle bin,
yep.
to permanently delete everything.
She didn't
She put
empty the
everything in
trash
the
can.
recycle bin and then didn't do anything with it. Didn't empty the fucking trash can like
Oh
an
my.
idiot. So when I got the main computer back, I opened the recycle bin. Everything she tried to get rid of is there. I'm like, restore files. Fuck you. Like, you
Boom.
know what I mean? So, oh, I'm sending her videos. I'm like, oh, look, you try to get rid of this, still have it. You try to get rid of this, still have it. You fucking retard. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Right.
it is what it is, bro. Like, you tried, you failed. Fuck it. You know?
Yeah. And see, like,
Hold on, I gotta go inside.
right on.
'Cause I'm outside to talk to you, but there's lightning now.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean
Hey,
it
I'm gonna have
rains down there?
to.
Because it was like 105 the entire time that I was down there, and sunny, not a fucking cloud in the
Yeah,
sky.
I know, but there's lightning outside. I shouldn't be on my
You
cell
know,
phone, so I'm gonna go in there.
you know what it is. You know what that is. I mean, like, I don't know if you have the fucking lot. I don't know if you have the show open right now, but I think
Oh, I know.
yep, this picture that I have that everybody can see is probably the reason why there's lightning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
can't see the picture, so
Okay. I
no, no,
sent
it's fine. Fine.
I've sent you the photo before, so This one was
Oh,
actually courtesy of Bash. Like he hooked it up.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that
So,
one. The one
oh,
that
okay.
yeah, the one that shows you you're worthy. That's the reason why there's lightning going outside.
That's funny. Um,
Oh,
but what I was saying originally is, y'all went to the court system with me. Roxy, Chuck, y'all make fools of yourselves. You lost cases. You you done fucked up. You done fucked up, right?
right.
Because it turns out in court, the amount of Yas Queen slays you got on the internet is inadmissible as evidence for your fucking argument. You know what I mean? It turns out when you take legal advice from retards online, you're gonna end up like probably having a bad time when you go to court. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is. You know, um, I know. I got some screenshots of some comments we were getting, and here's what I'm gonna say about that. I'm like, I can't even take you motherfuckers seriously. You dumb fucks thought I've been locked up the whole time.
Yeah.
Th-
The
Dude, I was literally seeing comments. Dude, he did over 3 years in jail for this shit. No, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh no, my favorite one was the shit you sent me this morning. The From Google, you can't volunteer to go to jail.
right.
What, nigga? Like, I didn't say I volunteered to go to jail. Like, this, these are the retards. You know what I mean? This is probably part of the he's never getting out 3 to 5 brigade. You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
um, no, I did not say I didn't. I volunteered to go to jail. What I said was, after the preliminary hearing, my assault and battery case was dropped, and my not keeping the peace while on bond uh fucking charge was dropped. Those were the two that were keeping me from being able to get another bond. Therefore, because those were dropped, I would have qualified for another PR bond, but you have to request it. And I told my lawyer, I'm just gonna sit here until
Sit
the case is over. I
sit
don't
where
want to request the bond. And this was after a long conversation with my moms. And we are like, what do we do? Because I wouldn't have been able to leave the state of Virginia.
mm,
And I was like, she'll already robbed the fucking house. I'm not going to be able to go back to work until the case is over anyway. And so, what do I need to do? I'm just going to sit here because there's nothing else I can do. And while I'm sitting in here, she can't get to me. You can't send somebody else after me. You can't try to call me and, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me go over and make things better and then cause harm to herself. Because she threatened that shit with me too. That she would cause harm to herself and then call the cops and tell the cops that I did it.
God damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so all of that, I was like, it ain't even worth getting out right now. And when I talked to my mom's about it, she agreed. She was like, yeah, like as much as I do want you out, you know, I want you out coming home. I don't want you out and stuck there on the streets. You're safer in there. I said, yeah, you're right. I am safer in there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I would have ended up on the streets anyway.
See, like this is
Well,
just a prime example of the things that we weren't able to get into. Um, there, it's so hard to condense how much
it
shit
is.
you did go through and how much shit you're still going through in the amount of time that we had.
Yeah. And dude, like what we do, 5 fucking hours, we barely scratched the surface.
Hmm.
I mean, there's so much more. But the problem is I don't want to harp on it no more. But what I will say this. I do know there were some comments about it, and I know that I got some DMs about it. A lot of people were kind of interested in me telling jail stories,
Yeah.
I'll do that on the channel.
Okay.
I'll have a video pop up eventually with some jail stories. Dude, I was locked up. Dude, there was a fucking dude in there. Check this out. There was a dude I was locked up with, and he was part of like our table. We're playing spades all the fucking time and this, that, and the other. I'd be talking to him. We're talking about game shit, like we all types of shit, right? And the Monday before I was released, because I was released on a Friday, the Monday before I was released, some dude ran his paperwork, and and him and like his homeboys beat the fuck out of him, like put
Oh.
him in the hospital. And then they started asking the table. They were like, "Bro, like, you guys know about his charges?" And like when you're in county and people are fighting charges, a lot of times it's like, don't talk about your fucking case to anybody in here because motherfuckers are snitches, blah blah blah, right?
Right.
So, and he was very adamant about, I'm not talking about my case. Don't ask me about it and all this other stuff. This motherfucker was a monster, homie. Um, he had driven up from North Carolina and met up with an 11-year-old.
What?
Bro, no, check this out. He took her to a hotel. Okay. When she went missing, the parents called the police, and the police like looked at her social media and stuff. She didn't delete any of the DMs that she was talking to this dude with. So they figured out who she had been talking to. And in those conversations, he was telling her, delete all of these, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they figured out who she had been talking to, and they traced his fucking bank card to that he just like rented a hotel. Bro, they went and busted in on his ass and caught him in the act, bro.
Wow.
And not only did they catch him in the act, this motherfucker had like cameras set up, his laptop, and
He
all
was
this.
recording?
Not only was he recording, he was part of one of them dark web online groups that make shit and trade and sell shit.
Oh.
He had a bunch of images, videos of him and her, videos of him and other underage. Like what was clearly, you could tell that they might have been underage. And then pictures and stuff that he gotten offline from other people in what they like to call themselves map communities.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's so fucking stupid. Maps, bro. Ugh.
Yeah,
But anyway,
minor attracted persons is what I think it's called. Like
yeah,
like Maps has been a thing to try to fucking normalize pedophilia and try to insert themselves into the LGBTQIA plus fucking community.
yeah. I learned about that shit from Shoe on Head.
Yeah,
Because she made a video about that shit, and I was like, that's fucking disgusting. But nonetheless,
Mama June.
so when I got out, because he got fucked up and hospitalized that Monday, then I
Yeah.
get out that Friday, and so the next day, I was like, I wonder what this fool did, and I looked up his name, saw the fucking case, bro, and I was like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck, bro? Oh, like man, it was horrible, dude.
Motherfucker!
It was fucked up what we were reading, what I was reading. And I'm
Oh,
like, no wonder they beat this fucking ass, dude.
hey, shout out to Church for that 4.99 super chat. He said
Mm,
CPN went the jive turkey motherfucker route and saved his own life.
that's right.
Yeah, that reminds me, he did tell me to fucking say the next time I talk to you, CPN, you jive turkey motherfucker.
Mm. Well, tell them to stop the coonery, but uh, nonetheless, so I followed this dude's case, right? I even like, read the trial, and then he was found guilty of a bunch of shit. Guess how much time this fool got, bro?
It's got to be big. Like it's for the amount
He got
of
He got 3 life sentences plus 60 years, bro.
What? Damn.
I'm like, damn, that motherfucker's gonna die and reincarnate and have to serve prison. He's gonna die again, reincarnate, have to serve prison again, and then he's gonna reincarnate, and at that one he gets to get out when he's like 60 years old.
Right. Yeah. Fucking. I remember George Carlin saying something about somebody ended up having two life sentences and a death penalty, and he's like, even David Copperfield can't fucking do this shit.
Right,
In order to serve this sentence, you'd have to be a Hindu.
right.
Damn, dude, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad for him.
I wouldn't either. Fuck that guy.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like, dude, I was locked up with another dude, bro. He like almost killed his girlfriend. Like, he caught her cheating on him or whatever, and he beat the fuck out of her. Dragged her outside by her hair. Like, was beating her face into the concrete, like broke in her face and shit. Turned her around, choked her, thought he had killed her, stole all her money in one of her cars, and they found him a couple days later, like all fucking smoking crack in a fucking parking lot. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. He ended up getting 25 years. Now, some people might say, "Oh, that was a light sentence." What he actually got was 50 because he did a plea,
Mm-hmm.
so he got 55. But the judge suspended 30 of those years, so he only has to do 25. He was 59 when he got arrested. He was like 61 when he got sentenced. Or no, he was 60 when he got sentenced. Meaning he'll be 85 when he walks out. If he walks out. I don't think he'll walk out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? I mean, but there's a lot of shit, you know,
There is.
I can talk about.
Now, I'm sure that you'll be more than willing to talk about certain things, but when it concerns like the cases and Roxy, Chuck, all of the ops that basically tried to fuck you, um, and talk shit about you behind the scenes, it's like after you hang up from this call, that's basically fucking deaded. No, you're not gonna fucking bring it up on the channel. You're not gonna talk about it in public. Fucking nothing.
Yeah, no, yeah, that shit's dead to me, bro.
Yeah, and
Other than the cases I'm gonna have with Roxy, the case possibly with her parents, you know, and the other one uh, with the fraud and all that.
mm-hmm.
Like, other than that, I have no aspirations of dealing with her, or anything like that, other than by legal means.
Right.
And that is going to happen. Roxy has some weird thought in her head that if they didn't arrest you yesterday, you're not getting arrested. And she doesn't seem to understand that. So in Virginia, felonies don't have any statute of limitations. And so when it came to the fraud of my bank account and the credit card and the identity theft and all that shit she did, I have all the proof that she did it. The district attorney's office and the detective wouldn't sit down with me until my case was completely over because the two intersect. I could possibly say something during that might fuck my case up, and that's a conflict of interest. So my case had to be done for them to, for me to be able to sit down with them. And so as of the end of January, I was then able to schedule a meeting with them. I went over everything she did. So then they gave me the list of evidence I had to send over to them. And then I had to fill out a fraud affidavit and then give them access, signed, have a signed notarized copy, giving them permission to access the records of my bank account, of my credit card, and the Amazon records. And then they had to get a judge to issue the subpoenas. The subpoenas came back. Then they send those subpoenas over. But understand there's so much fraud and stuff in the world that it could take months for those subpoenas to be answered, because they might get thousands of them a day. So there's a whole department that just, you got to answer so many subpoenas and respond to so many subpoenas per day. You know, there's a whole department like that. So they did all that. I know that as of a few weeks ago, the update I got was they finally got everything back. They're now going through everything. And, they'll follow up with me soon to, what the next step is. So all that's happening right now. And, she's over here celebrating. And they're over here celebrating like nothing's going to happen to her. And I'm over here like, keep that energy up. I'll tell you what. If they do issue the warrant and she does get arrested, I will most definitely speak about that publicly. And I will most definitely put a video up with her new mugshot as the thumbnail. And I will go over everything she's charged with. Because remember, she also defrauded the state of Virginia for renter's assistance.
Yep.
While I was paying the rent. And in her renter's assistance application, you put that you lost spousal support. While I was paying the rent. I was probably paying one of those bills at the time she filled out that application.
Yeah.
And the great thing about all of this is I have all of my bank transfers, I have the entire transaction history of everything. I can show exactly which bills I paid, when I paid them, at the exact time, to the point of a second when they were paid, what platform they were, what computer I was on when I paid them, what account I paid with, how I paid them. Was it through the checking account, the debit card? How did I pay these bills? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I have all of that. She also believes, I have the text message to prove it. He believes that once a bank account is closed, that the bank just gets rid of that information like almost immediately. And there's no records of the bank account. And I'm like,
oh yeah, so like the bank is willing to fucking eat a loss like that. Yeah, sure.
yeah, no, federally banks have to keep account information for like 10 plus years, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm like, who
God.
told you this? Like, who told you this? Like, who are you talking to? Why would you not cross-reference any of this stuff? Like, we're literally talking about like if these people are wrong that are advising you of this stuff, you can't use the fact that you had that advice in court. You know what I mean? And you
Yes.
also can't use the fact that you didn't know it was illegal in court. That's ignorance of the law is not a defense. That's a
Right.
basic legal principle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm like, who was telling? Like, dude, the craziest part about this is her dad's an accountant. Her dad knows all of this information.
What? And she still believes this shit.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my.
she was listening to retards on the internet. And you would think that once they were saying he's never getting out, 3 to 5, like just for her cross-referencing all of their legal expertise, and then none of that coming to fruition, she would say, okay, maybe these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
You think, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Um,
Um,
well, I know that. Here's another thing. I know that when I was in jail for those 2 months, I had called Rumor Research's live stream,
yeah.
and the same retards were trying to say that I fucked myself up by admitting that I went to Mexico while I was out on bond.
Yep, people were saying that. I've seen that a few times.
Again, these are the people you should not take legal advice from. So I don't know if you know this. When you come back from Mexico, you have to hand over your identification, meaning that they have a record of you being in Mexico and coming back into the United States. I wouldn't have had to admit anything. There's a record of in a federal database that would show the exact date and time I crossed from Mexico back into America. So, and if there was any court in the country that had any provision on me saying that I am not legally allowed to leave the country, that would have came up when I was crossing the border and I would have been arrested at the border. That's how that works.
Yeah.
What they don't know is that when I was released on bond, I was given zero travel restrictions. And because my family has a condo in Puerto Penasco, Mexico, my lawyer was able to it's literally written in my original bond, my original year-long bond, that I was allowed to go to Mexico, stay at the family condo. Huh. Hold on. Crazy. Those ops are some legal experts.
Right.
Yeah.
They know so much more about your case than you or even your fucking lawyer. You know, the
Right.
University of Google teaches all.
The University of Google teaches all. That's right. Well, here's the thing too. It's like it's not even it's like they don't even spend that much time. Google could be an amazing tool when you're looking for research.
But when you're
But the problem
retarded,
is
it's not that
they
fucking helpful.
they type something in and they read the first thing that pops up and don't do any deep dives.
Yeah.
But then they'll make a video called the deep dive. Ironic.
Yeah.
They're like, we're in the deep end of the kiddie pool. Like, what the fuck? Like, fucking water's up to your waist, bro. What are you talking about? You're in the deep end.
It's not even that. No, like it's literally a fucking kiddie pool that's only like fucking 2 feet tall.
Right.
It's like they're
Water
dipping
ain't
their
even going
fucking
up to your
toe in the
knees, bro.
water.
Water ain't even water barely passing your ankles, and you're talking about deep dive, man. Hey,
Hmm.
fuck out of here, bro. Not even that. They're walking through a puddle on the street after it rained. How about deep dives?
Now, I wanted to bring this up too because, going back to the rumors and speculations about the fucking live stream not being live, two things popped up. I was told by somebody that they heard people fucking saying that most of that shit was AI'd the fuck out. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. CPN was still in jail. Like this all right here, this conversation is artificial intelligence. Okay, I'm talking to AI CPN right now. And, CPN's still in jail, and my fucking editing skills have become so fucking peak that it just looked realistic as fuck.
Right. Well, so we AI'd it. We used the technology from Scream 7.
Exactly.
If you've seen Scream 7 and Stu, it's an AI or whatever. But anyway,
Hmm. No.
the only thing that was AI in the live stream was the music.
Yep.
Um, that was it. As far with when it comes to my announce video, the only thing that was AI in my announce video, with the middle fingers popping up on the screen,
Yep.
the only thing was that was AI were those videos of the guy in the hoodie walking. That's the only thing that was AI. Everything else was either green screens effects I downloaded from YouTube, or um, so like video clips and stuff that I found in other YouTube videos. I was like, ooh, that would be cool.
Right.
That was
Now,
it. That was it.
the other thing too was people were trying to say that it was pre-recorded because we weren't paying attention to the chat. You do realize that, and this goes out to those people, you do realize that in order for us to see the chat when we're looking at OBS, we have to add the chat to the fucking screen or have a prompt of some sort. We didn't do that. Like that, we didn't see a chat at all.
Yeah. And
It
so
was it was
I
basically
don't know.
fuck you people because we have more important things to fucking focus on.
Right. Like these are probably people who use StreamYard and think they're experts. You know what I mean? But like so when it comes to the chat and that and the super chats and all that, you have to plug all of that into OBS.
Yeah.
Now, if you have all that plugged into OBS at your house, we were using a system here in
Yep.
AZ. And we just built a scene to live stream with, and that was it. You know what I mean? Put in the you know, timed it right, put in the the intro and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, we didn't connect the chat, we didn't connect the super chat, so nothing's going to pop up because we didn't put those features in.
Most of the stuff that
Um,
we ended up doing, like, cause you can see when we show the live and everything, we're doing cut scenes from one camera to the next. We also integrated macros for the videos that we were putting out there. So
right.
all we had to do is just press a button on the fucking key, intro played, and then we
Press a
fucking
button on the fucking key and the camera switch.
yep.
You know what I mean? That's why there's some parts of it where I forgot to switch the camera and you're talking for like a while and the camera just is focused on me.
Yep.
Like, and I should have switched it over to you because like I was in the conversation and forgot, oh shit, hit camera two, bro. Like, because I had the keyboard right by my fingertips.
But like
You know what I mean? So
you would be saying something or I would be saying something, we'd be long-winded, and then it would just, the camera would be stuck on Skeeter or you or, you
yeah.
know, which I like watching that. I was, oh God.
Hmm.
Like I said at the very beginning of all of this, like we had so much shit that we had to fucking do with the time crunch and everything. We didn't even have time to be able to sit down and outline what we were going to discuss, and we kind of all three of us were just like fucking going off the cuff.
Right.
But like, and I'm surprised that people didn't fucking point this out because I noticed it when I was watching the post after it got done rendering. I look at the
Yeah.
camera a lot. Like
Yeah.
like it would fucking cut to me while Skeeter or you were talking, and then my focus would end up being on the fucking screen. So I have ADHD, and so I'm seeing this change up in my peripheral, and so I keep on fucking looking at the screen, and I'm not even realizing I'm fucking doing it until like maybe halfway into it, but I can't stop. It's like squirrel.
Right. Well, not only that, I don't think these people understand because they're so used to certain things. There's no universal law saying that when we live stream, we have to interact with anybody.
Very true.
Like we don't have to interact with it. And the truth of the matter is, the only reason we even, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the only reason we need a chat room up for a live, especially for that one, is for as many haters as possible to be able to come in and keep talking shit, keep saying, "Hey, please notice me," and just feed the algorithm.
Yep.
Every time they said something, it was an interaction, and they
Yeah.
just fed the algorithm.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
I
That's all we need.
I call them
Don't
useful
need to interact
idiots.
with you. Yeah. So like I kind of look at it like in twofold, right? You have or three. You have three types of people that are going to watch. You have the people that are going to watch and they're going to be supportive. They're hitting that like button. They're saying, supportive shit in the comments. And these are the people that support you. And then you have the audience that is just going to silently watch.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to watch, but they're not going to say anything. Okay. And I have found out that there are certain people that watch me. You never knew about it. I never knew about it because they just watch. They never interact.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me put it to you this way. There are people in this fucking in Juggalo like music space that watch me, that are fans of mine. They've never commented. They've never publicly stated it, but for a fact, because private shit. You know what I mean? Because like people have reached out to me privately. People's associates who have reached out to me privately.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I found out at Gathering 21? You know who was a big fan of mine?
Who?
Madman Pondo.
No shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember the Three-Headed Monster tour?
Yeah.
I fucking ended up seeing Darby the night before he officially signed to Chapter 17. I saw his set. I walked up to him after a while and I said, "Yo, dude, nice set. You killed the fucking stage." He turns around just to give me that usual "aw, thanks, man," and a dap, and he stops it. And he's, "Holy shit, you're crazy, McKormik." I was like, "Wait a minute. You watch my shit?" He's like, I stay in touch with everybody. You, Don Chaos, CPN, everybody.
Isn't
Oh,
that weird?
oh fucking shit. Oh, by the way, we got old school ninjas in the fucking chat. By the way. So first and foremost, I see G Dog in the chat.
Oh shit. Fucking G Dog, bro.
G Dog's in the chat, dog.
Dude, that's some '09 shit, bro.
Oh, it gets even better. Our own personal Matsuda is in the fucking chat.
The fucking are you talking about? Is that Fat Man Jersey, bro?
Yes, it's Fat Man
Fat
Jers.
Man Jersey. Let me hear that Jers.
You already know. You already know. You already
Yeah.
know. You already
You already know,
motherfucking
you
know.
already know, you already fucking know. Dude, if Elliot 419 shows up, I'm gonna fucking
Oh, dude, I would fucking bust a nut here right on the show. All over the fucking webcam.
Dude, Elliot 419, all of a sudden, hey, what's up, guys? It's the true Hookah King, Chris Crow, and Cocaine the Clown. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
Like,
dude, this is
what
like
year is it?
no shit. It'd be like back in fucking 2010, 2011. People are saying Spike was crying. Oh, that was Jersey. that was
Spike was in fact crying. Dude, I finally met Spike.
yeah. At
You
Super
know,
Gathering, I think.
I mean, what's his name now? What's the girl name?
Raven Brigid.
Raven. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I met Raven. So I remember, like, I walk up, I'm like, "What's up, dude?" Blah blah blah. By the way, don't get mad because I call you dude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I've always known you as Spike. You were just a general neutral term. Chill the fuck out.
I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude.
And he was like, "No, yeah, I get it. It's cool." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, so for being trans, man, he's fucking actually chill about people who are not used to fucking calling him a woman. And
Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you guys want to push that shit onto like the newer people in the world, go ahead, try to get that to become the norm. As far as us old heads, we're not changing, bro.
oh, here's another one. Ace is King. You remember Ace is King?
Ace is King. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, usual comment person.
Okay. Sometimes when it's comment people, like, if we're talking about Jers, we're talking about G Dog, like these people made videos, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's our documented history.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
our documented history, bro.
having Jers Fat Man in there. Fucking G Dog and I, man, we've had history for fucking years. Like that's like right before the fake beef, and he and I were like fucking going at each other with
Yeah,
fucking diss tracks and shit, and then Sir Little Spazzer tried to inject himself into the shit,
dude,
and
Sir
both of
Little Spazzer,
and
bro.
both of us fucking teamed up on him to fucking we destroyed him. Like I think
Yeah.
but he blames you.
Yeah, apparently it's my fault. I made some videos about him after he was talking shit and that caused him to become a heroin addict. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, sure. Now, with that said, though, about the fact that we weren't focused on the chat, there were a lot of people who super chatted during that show, and I wanted to fucking give them their due.
Okay. Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you, on the other hand, you can fucking do what CPN fucking does with people, because I know you fucking hate these guys.
But I hate them all, yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost, we have Hexus with a 4.99 super chat, and he says, "It's an honor to be here with you all. Shout out to all you OGs."
Shout out to Hectus.
And then he threw another $1.99 saying, "Already really good trolling in the chat."
Okay. Oh yeah. Shout out to Hexus. Good trolling in the chat. I like it.
Wreck the Wicked with a $2 super chat saying, "Calm down, fool. Don't need you to have a stroke."
I mean, hey, listen, my blood pressure's good. Like I said, I'm a big dude, but like I'm not nearly as fat as I used to be. I
Yeah,
actually watched it back. When I watched it back when I was watching the actually this was when I was editing the intro. The part where I go to the door and start pointing at it, like, should I go in there? But that whole thing.
yeah.
I can see my neck profile line, and I'm like, bro, I don't even double chin anymore, bro. This is great.
I think one of
You
the
know?
I think one of the best parts of that intro was you going up the stairs. Because just so everybody knows, I shot that. We fucking discussed, like
Yeah.
camera angles,
So
how we
yeah,
were gonna fucking do that. I shot that shit.
yeah. Crazy was the dude behind the camera who was shooting me coming out the car, walking up towards the back, going up the stairs,
Yeah,
coming through the hallway.
yeah. Personally, I think that was actually very good camera work for having not ran a camera since high school.
You know what's fucking retarded? You know what's fucking bullshit? We were gonna have a shit ton more people in that fucking hallway,
Yeah.
but then that party got fucking scheduled that day. And so everyone was supposed to show up, but everyone got fucked up.
But I like and dude, fucking that hallway shot was so fucking tight with the amount of people that were there, and trying to get it shot was like herding fucking cats.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody was just having a fun time, even off camera
yeah.
and shit.
I can only imagine if there was like 30 more people up in that bitch.
Oh god. Dude, like I remember the test run that I fucking did, and my elbow hit the fucking corner
Yeah.
because I was like
Well,
trying to fucking
it just so happened to be graduation season, and it turned out everybody I fucking know had kids 18 years ago, and so all their kids are fucking graduated. And so like we had two grad. I took you to two graduation celebrations
yeah.
here. I
Um
had others I had to do last week. I have others I got to do next week. I have one I did this weekend.
mhm.
It's like, damn, bro.
Which
I'm
I
sick of graduations.
like a part of me felt a little uncomfortable because I'm in an area that I don't fucking, and around people that I don't fully fucking recognize. But at the
Yeah,
same time, it was welcoming because, obviously I know you, I know Skeeter, I know your sister and your brother now, and, people fucking, like I said before, everybody was very welcoming and loving with open arms and shit like that about me. Even though I'm like even whiter than fucking Skeeter by shade, you know.
yeah,
But it was like, okay, this is cool. That actually was very comforting, and then also being able to interact with everybody, having conversations. That was like I know I'm going back to that. I'm also fucking uh getting distracted here, but it was like even shooting that was fucking fun.
yeah,
Cause like both you and I are just sitting there just like all professional as fuck about it and everything. And everybody that gets to see, okay, this is how the magic fucking happens when we're making videos.
yeah. Well, it's funny too because very few people have ever seen like the process I go through making videos.
Hmm.
Um, and Roxy, Roxy was like probably one of the only people who has seen what live with CPN looked like, not on YouTube. Like if
Right.
you were standing in the room watching me do it,
Hmm.
she's like the only other person. She's the only person who's ever seen that. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, Amanda, Roxy, a couple others have seen like what it looks like when I'm recording a single video. You know, so
But there is a lot when it concerns like doing the live stream.
right,
It's not just oh just open up fucking StreamYard and there we go.
yeah.
That's
Well, it's
something
funny
that
too because like I'd be doing like shit, and these dumb fucks. Oh, give me the link. Stop being a pussy. I'm not on StreamYard, dog. There is no link.
we're professional around this
No,
motherfucker.
this is the professional setup. Like, there's no link. Now technically, I can set something up, but I'm not going to. But yeah, the whole thing with the chat room,
Hmm.
the whole thing with us not answering to the chat, we weren't going to. We didn't even while we were doing it, we didn't see anything you guys said.
We purposefully kept
And
the chat off the fucking layout. It's not
yeah,
like
and we don't
where it is right now, where it's like right below my camera.
right, yeah.
It was like everything that we did, it was just like that was the shot. No fucking chat, no chat on the side, no extra fucking monitor to show the chat, nothing. That's why we're doing the
Oh,
fucking shout outs now.
oh, you know what, dude? You know why the mics had issues?
Why?
So we bought we have a board, right?
Yeah.
And it's a digital thing. It has buttons on it where you can like hit it to make like the audience cheer and clap sound effects. You can program some sound effects into it. We have this whole thing, right? There's a fucking setting on the back, condensed or dynamic,
Oh.
and it was on condensed.
And we were
And
using
what
dynamic mics.
what condensed does, because yeah, they're dynamic mics, but it will do a filter in the board because it has the software on it to condense the sound. So and you use condense for when you're screaming or you're singing
Hmm.
and stuff. Um, and you use dynamic when you're trying to pick up so like you notice like every time we talk softly, it was like fucking it up.
Yep.
The reason being is because it's condensing because it's now recognizing it as background sound because we're talking softly and it like starts filtering it out. When I
Okay.
went back to the studio the other day, and I was like, because I was looking at the thing and I was like, what the fuck? And I looked at the back and fucking switched it. And then we tested it and I was like, this is what we should have been on the whole time. We're fucking retarded.
Well, at least for, future use, now you know. It's just like
Yeah.
that's dude, that's fucking great. 'Cause, yeah, I
Yeah.
was actually
So,
looking into the possibility of getting an XLR dynamic for the show,
yeah.
depending on how long it's going to
Yeah.
take for me to get the money to get it, but I think I'm
Right.
almost there. We still got a
Yeah.
couple more super chats from the tell all. TJ Hardison with that $2 super chat. Much Tucson and Juggalo love CPN.
I remember TJ.
Yep. Juggalotus BD John gave a $2 super chat saying
Are you guys
CPN
leaving?
with a
You
fucking
leaving yet?
Yeah, I love you. We're hungry.
You guys going?
It's not
Yeah.
specific on this life.
Yeah. Wait, hold on, crazy. 1 second. I'm gonna mute you for a second.
All right, I'll just go through the super chats.
Okay.
All right, so Doug Parvey also had a $2 super chat saying whoop whoop from Doug. Scottish Misfit with a $5 super chat saying Roxy Red is an M&E plant. LOL. We have Cuban Mommy with a $5 super chat, and she said, I know super chats are gross, but I just wanted to say hi. Yo, you want a Big Mac? Oh, okay, I don't know if you're talking to me or not. Hexus came back again with a $1.99 super chat. Like, Hexus is the fucking man. I swear to, like, it's like he's almost like Nick Gurr, killing it with these fucking super chats. Let's see. So $1.99 super chat, and he says, all these years later, and Big Will still sucks. Okay, I can agree to that one. Flame of Orthodox with a $2 super chat saying, prayers to CPN's mother, rest in peace. Scottish Misfit with a $6.65 super chat saying, Chuck tried to dox me and failed. I have the screenshot. I feel you on that, dude. He fucking harassed me over the phone. And then after like 18 fucking 18 fucking voicemails in like a week, I just blocked him. And then Hexus, the last one, was a $1.99 super chat and says Wang half us. I don't know what that acronym means. Hexus, if you are still in the chat or if somebody knows what that
Yeah,
means. Okay, welcome back. If somebody knows what that means, WANGHAF. I don't know what that acronym is. I can't mind that acronym.
right.
But yeah, so like I just read off the other ones. We had I think the best ones so far that I'm seeing. Scottish Misfit said Roxy Red is an M&E plant.
Right. No, you know what's funny? We used to joke about that. Like me and her used to joke about that. Like, and then one day, fuck me over, and then you like completely destroy me and all this. You have me emotionally damaged. You destroy my entire everything I built on YouTube, and then it turns out you were planted by M&E the whole time to take me out
Bro, you need to shut the
and
fuck up
stuff.
because you're manifesting shit. Like
Dude,
whether it's that or the turn the hoe into a housewife fucking
right.
contest, bruh.
Okay, so hold on. Imagine me with a really hot Asian woman who doesn't age until she's like 60. She's like 24 at the time, and she's completely subservient to me and head over heels in love with me.
Mm. All right,
I'm trying to manifest.
manifest. Send it out to the universe. Let it fucking happen. If you,
You can't just go around breaking people's hearts. I fell in love with you. We fell in love with you. You know, guys like us just don't fall out of the sky, you know.
Ah!
Beautiful, naked, big titty bitches just don't fall out of the sky, you know.
Motherfucker! Dude, oh my god, the super chat timing on this one was just perfect. As soon as you ended that sentence, my fucking notification popped off, and it's Hexus with another $1.99 super chat saying I was just trolling in chat at the time. No, it's fine. It's fine and dandy. You know, I have
No, no,
no.
you're all good, bro.
Yeah,
You're all good, bro.
hell yeah, dude. Like, let's see another one. You weren't here for it, but Cuban Mommy gave me a five spot. Said
Ah,
I
Cuban
know
mommy.
I know super chats are gross, but I just wanted to say hi. Flame of
Hell yeah. Much love to Cuban mommy. She's always been cool with me.
Yeah, she's cool. I saw her at the gathering a couple years ago. We kicked it for a few minutes. But like I
Dude,
always
is it true
walk.
Mary Jane was in the chat?
Mary Jane Monarch was in the chat
That's awesome.
during the live.
Yeah. I
Uh,
just hope she still appreciates that fucking falcon punch
oh
that
fuck.
Big Will got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very sure of it. Oh shit.
I wish we could have captured it on video and sent it to her so she could watch it over and over.
You know how earlier in this conversation you mentioned La Onda?
Yeah,
Panic 17 just appeared in the
yeah.
chat. He said,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
asking the real questions here. Did CPN see the return of AJ Lee recently? I remember he liked her a lot.
Of course I did.
Yeah, same here.
Dude, my boy Skeeter, because okay, Skeeter knows that I've been in love with AJ Lee for years, and I've also been in love with Amy Lee from Evanescence for years. So anytime anything happens with those two, he lets me know. So he
Fuck yeah.
calls me and he goes, "Dude, did you watch? Was it Raw or SmackDown? Did you watch it?" And I said no. And he goes, "Hey, look, I'm going to find something. I just want you to watch it." And I go, "Okay." So he sends it to me, and I'm watching. It's a CM Punk thing. And as soon as he said, "You're lucky I won't hit a woman," I went, "Bro, AJ's coming back. His wife's going to come fight for him." And then, I was like, "Oh shit, yes, bro!" Like,
Yeah. Did
is
you?
it weird? Did her tits get smaller?
She fucking exercises like a motherfucker, dude. So I wouldn't be
Okay,
surprised if her titties did get smaller.
yeah,
Dude, like I remember seeing an interview somewhere she ended up saying like she is obsessed with getting a six pack on her abs and shit. I'm like, you're gonna have to fucking fully remove your uterus because that kind of gets in the way.
yeah.
Which
Also,
I'm pretty
uh,
sure she did.
also, this crazy, and some people who follow my Facebook know this as of today. I met Shotzi Black.
Yep, he posted
Um,
recently pictures of things that have happened since he got out. He ended up meeting Mr. Ass, the badass Billy Gunn, and Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi is fucking bae, by the way.
dude, and guess what? Guess what? When I walked up to her to meet her, right?
Hmm.
I was like, "Hey, what's up, Shotzi?" Blah blah blah, and I told her about my T-shirt, and I'd be honored for you to put the signature on it. And she was all like touched, right?
Hmm.
And I'm telling her like, I got Jake the Snake on this motherfucker. I got Scott Hall on this bit. You know what I mean? I got Victoria on here.
Fuck
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I got Lita on here, and I want you on it. And she's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." Oh my, and so like, and when I go to take my picture with her, I go, "What's your bubble?" And she goes, "Oh, I don't have one." And I was like, "Some people do. I gotta ask." And she's like, "Thank you, thank you for like respecting that." And I was like, "Cool." So I put my arm around her, and she goes, I'm only concerned when somebody smells. And to tell you the truth, you smell really good." But it was the way she said it,
Tell me
and I
that
was
you
like,
had that pheromone cologne on or something like that.
"No." So I took a shower right before, but I used the Dr. Squatch. That's an $8 bar of soap,
Right,
and
yeah.
and then you know, uh, I, dude, I saw Jay say this in an interview, and I was like, "You son of a bitch! I've been doing it before you." Uh, I was on the Sauvage, the Johnny Depp Sauvage,
Yeah.
you know. So like, I took a shower, I took a badass shower, washed myself with some Dr. Squatch, you know, had my clothes, Sauvage myself up, you know, and
Hmm.
showed up there all fresh and clean, you know, and was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "You smell really good." I was like, and I told her, $8 bottles, bar of soap and a $200 bottle of cologne. I better smell good.
Yeah.
And she busted up laughing and stuff.
Oh,
And then I totally smashed, bro.
hell
I
yeah.
didn't smash them. That part I'm making up, but yeah.
By the way, Trin is in the chat.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
she said, "Will we get more CPN going hard to some white girl music?"
The CPN always goes hard to white girl music, bro.
Fuck yeah. Savage
You
Garden
know,
is that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
dude. No, 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 no. You can catch me like when nobody's looking. If you spite in on me, you can catch me just getting down with my fucking earbuds in. All the things she said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my. You can catch me doing that shit.
Walking around Tucson with the AirPods going ba da ba da doo
No,
ba.
no, 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 no,
No,
no,
that
no, no,
no.
no. That's wrong.
Men don't
That's
really
wrong.
listen to that. Men don't listen to Hanson. Okay,
But
fine,
look,
fine.
no, look,
Hey, I just met
look.
you and this is crazy.
But here's my number.
Do,
Call me maybe. Ooh.
doing the spins with his hands up while he's fucking singing along to it.
Oh, dude, dude. I'd be walking downtown and shit. Well, or when I'm on my walks and I have my earbuds in.
Yeah.
Dude, no, you know who I got really into? I don't know if any of you chat knows this. Dude, this fucking bitch, the band's called Death by Romy.
Mm.
Dude, I
Yeah,
got really into Death by Romy.
we listened to a lot of that when we were driving
Yeah,
around.
I was showing you Death by Romy when you were here, bro.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Pray to me like Jesus, worship me forever. Pray to me like Jesus, worship me forever. She's like if Poppy was a tattooed whore, you know, is what it is. But no, I got really into fucking Death by Romy.
Motherfucker!
I like some of Poppy shit.
I love Poppy. Dude, did you
Yeah,
hear that shit? Dude, did you fucking hear that crossover with Poppy, Amy Lee, and
yes,
Courtney
I did.
LaPlante? I
Yeah,
jizzed
that
a
shit
little.
was fucking awesome.
Dude, all three of like the hottest fucking like goth rock chicks other than the
Right.
like sans the fucking chick from Lacuna Coil, that could have solidified it for me. Like I'm done. I think I listened to all the music that I need to listen to for the rest of my life.
Yeah, right.
They just need
Look,
they just need that chick. I'm just happy that it was Poppy and fucking Courtney LaPlante because I love Spirit Box.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just dope, bro. Um, dude, I had a moment last year where I was drunk and I just fucking lost it at this concert, bro. So at the Pima County Fair this year, we went and saw Chevelle was there,
Okay.
and I don't listen to Chevelle at all, but a bunch of my friends do. So I was there with them. They were loving it, and I was just like, all right, listening to Chevelle. But anyway, the year before they had this one night, the hip hop night. This was the lineup. Now, mind you, this is free. There's a little VIP section you can pay to get into,
Mhm.
but other than that, it's free,
Hell yeah.
right? You're out in the field watching it, and it's dope as fuck, right? But here was the lineup, okay? Fucking Slim Thug, Mike Jones,
Mike Jones.
E40, Warren G, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Dude.
That was the lineup that night.
Dude.
And me and my people went, and of course we had a fucking blast. I took my sister, like the whole family was up there, dude. We were partying, right?
Mhm.
And during E40 set, when the song came on, I just went ballistic, bro. They're like, get it out, dude. Fucking jumping around and going. And the song was, I don't fuck with you, little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. You dumb ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. I got a million trillion things I'd rather fucking do than to be
Huh.
fucking with you, bitch. Yo, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Yo, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like jumping around and shit.
We got another super chat from Hexus with that 4.99. I think this is directed to you. Question for CPN. Any music reviews coming of the C17 releases that came out during the break? Thanks, guys, for
I,
everything MCL.
dude, I haven't listened to any of it, bro. The only thing I've listened to from Psy was the Knot. Um, I listened to the Knot like I've listened to every Joker's card. When it comes out, I put some headphones on, the lights get turned off. Okay, not like I mean this was this became a tradition since the Wraith.
Yep.
Lights get turned off, one full uninterrupted listen through in the dark, chilling, taking the album in.
Mhm.
Right, that I've been doing this with every Joker's card since the Wraith. Actually, Hell's Pit, I didn't do it with them. I did it with Shangri-La, I didn't do it with Hell's Pit. I listened to Hell's Pit in my car because I had an over hour drive from when I got the album to getting home. So I just threw it in my fucking car player. and just bumped it on the way home.
Yeah. I listened to The Knot on the way home from The Gathering.
Well, here's the craziest thing about The Knot, right? The day before, I was headed into town because when I was living out on the land. So I'm headed into town for I gotta grab some groceries, I gotta do some shit. So on my way into town, I'm playing I had this inkling I want to listen to the song One Night in Bangkok. I don't know if you know that song.
Yeah. One night in Bangkok
In
makes a
Bangkok makes
hard
a
man
heart
humble.
man humble.
Yep.
The bars are nothing, but the girls ain't free. Anyway, so I was listening to that. So I just searched One Night in Bangkok, hit play, and then it shuffles through songs kind of in the genre, right?
Right.
So on my way back, I'm on the fucking highway, and the song comes on. I haven't heard this song in forever, bro. And so you got me going down the fucking highway, dude. Take me alive, keep me away from you. There's nothing. You know what I mean? I'm going
Africa
hard,
by
bro.
Toto, yeah.
I bless the rain down in Africa. So I get home, right? The
Right.
next day, and that night the knot comes out and it's on Spotify. So I lay down, I put my fucking earbuds in, and I sit there and I take the record and we get to that last song. I go, what the fuck, dude? Wow. Isn't that some shit?
Right.
You know what I mean? Dude, I'll
Yeah.
tell you that one song, Only Wicked Shit. Ooh.
Like a lot of people that I've talked to about this album love that Cinnamon Pigtails song, and I'm like,
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm
I just
good.
have an issue with redheads.
Now, one song that I'm sure that a lot of people wonder if you really like it or not is Softy Pillow Man.
Softy Pillow Man.
Yeah. People are like, that song's probably about Dustin.
Softy Pillow Hands, bruh.
So,
Softy Pillow Man. Yeah,
like,
no, I fucked with it. Here's the thing. I thought the knot, I didn't think the knot was that bad. Like, so I think the worst album out of all those six is Yum Yum Bedlam.
yeah,
Um, I think that's the worst record out of all of them.
it's cause
Um,
it's cause it's a woman.
because it's a woman. That's right. That's fucking right.
Bro,
But anyway,
wicked motherfucking Joker just said, note to self, stay away from redheads. Now, if I am correct, I believe I have a copy of the Crazy Hot Matrix somewhere in here.
dude, in the Crazy Hot Matrix, they say redheads are part of that danger zone.
Yep, redheads, strippers, anybody named Tiffany,
Anyone named Tiffany?
hairdressers, which my last baby mama falls under that category because that's what she does
Right.
for a living. She is fucking crazy, and she forewarned me of it too. I'm like, yeah, but crazy people have really good pussy.
Right, dude. It's funny. Like, so my niece, you know, uh, he's like, "Why'd you marry that stupid bitch?" And at the time, she was like 16
Mm-hmm.
when she asked me that. And I said, "Well, I had my reasons." And she goes, "Well, what?" And I go, let's just say she did things. And she goes, "Like what?" I'm not getting in this conversation with you. Get the fuck out of here.
For real.
I'm not talking to my 16-year-old niece about why I ran and married that bitch. Oh, somebody did. Somebody did show me something that they were saying that Roxy told them that I used to have her. I used to make her do racial slurs to me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, damn, she really was out there spilling the beans, man. um,
as if anything that she can say is gonna fucking be public shaming of you.
well,
Like,
hold on, what's up? You want me to? You can talk. Okay, but you can talk is what I'm saying. Yeah, I know they left, so because I was out front when they left. Anyway, what's up, Brutus? You want to go inside? Come on. There you go. Anyway, um, No, okay, so yeah, I didn't make her. It was just a thing we did. You know, she would tell me to shut up, boy, and call me all types of words, and you know, and I was kind of into it. And then I was really into it. You know,
Right.
yeah,
And then
you know.
and then you know, and then it just kind of became normalized at that point.
Oh yeah. Well, not I wouldn't say normalized, but it was like a special occasion type thing.
Uh,
It was like, you know, yeah, there's a delay. Of course, there's a delay. Anyway, oh, okay.
okay.
What's the fucking thing then? I'll fucking kill you.
Somebody just said, well, to be fair,
Where's your tool
Roxy.
shed? Where's your tool shed? Give me the hammer.
Oh, just wait for it.
Okay. That's right. That's right. Anyway, what were you saying, Kreyz?
Assassin in the chat said, well, to be fair, Roxy Red is a hard R too. She's a ginger.
Right. I mean, that is true. You
All
know, but so she wanted to put that out there like that. I'll tell you how that started. We were in Nashville, and she was going on about David Allen Coe.
Mm.
And I don't know shit really about David Allen Coe. And she's telling me about how, like, you know, he used to be real, he made like really, really offensive racist music and stuff. And I'm like, ooh, now I got to know. And she put on this song, and she sang the entire song to me as we were cruising through Nashville. And I was laughing so hard while she was singing it to me. Now, some of the lyrics are like, can't believe I licked the pussy where that big black dick had been. They kissed the lips and sucked them off time and time again. It's enough to make a man throw up. Sure is hard to figure. While any decent woman would ever fuck a dirty. I'm not gonna say the rest. Anyway, so but he sang the whole song to me.
Way to fucking make the fucking haters edge at that point.
Smiling when she sang it. And I'm sitting there laughing my ass off. I thought it was great. And I told her I wouldn't mind if, like, you know, one night she just, like, you know, told me to shut up and called me a boy, all types of dirty N words, and telling me if I don't service her the right way, she's going to have her dad hang me in the yard and all this other shit. I mean, she is Southern, right? Then she started doing like her family history or whatever, the whole like ancestry shit.
Yep.
Starting to find out in her family, she had slave owners in her family and all this. And she was like, I have slave owners in my lineage. And I was like, that just made you hotter. You know what I mean? Like, now you really got to call me a fucking boy. And you know, I'll call you Miss Laura, you know, and it was, and you know, it is what it is, bro.
For real.
Dude,
Nah.
what, you think I'm embarrassed about that shit? You think I'm sitting there like all like, oh no, please don't. Yeah, yeah. I had the Southern redhead bitch had fucking laying me down going, shut up, boy. You touch what I say you can touch, you fucking N-word. All right. Do you understand, boy? Like, and I'd be like, yes, Miss Laura. And yeah, absolutely. It's no different for those girls who like, oh, I want you to pull my hair and spit on me and call me a dirty whore and like, it's the same shit.
Agreed.
No, guys. Hey, listen, no, absolutely not. I'm an actual prude. 3 positions and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like to me, there's like that amazing atheist shit when the video of him like
The banana.
stuffing a banana in his ass got leaked out.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, if you actually thought about it, you probably thought I was doing some weird shit like this in my spare time anyway. And I'm like, yeah, he's right. I mean, like I never actually put thought into it, But if I did, like, yeah, him shoving a banana in his ass kind of makes sense. It's the amazing atheist.
And the
You know
beauty
what I
of
mean?
that
Like,
too was like the banana ended up becoming a fucking running gag. It like became a part of him.
well, I remember too, like, because I don't really get into extended universe shit when it comes to creators.
Hmm.
I just watch what they put out and move on, right? So like, I only found out about the banana incident because he made the video about it, Banana Gate.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, oh my God. So I remember like uh Googling Amazing Atheist Banana Gate, and I found some like on some forum or whatever, the Amazing Atheist is done. He's destroyed because of this video and all this. Yeah, that didn't fucking happen.
Right.
Because his response was pristine. Oh, his response was, yeah, I fucking did it. And I'm not ashamed of it. And I'll fucking do it again.
Fuck yeah.
You know? And so let me tell you this. Yeah, I did it. And I'm not ashamed of it. And if a fucking hot ass white girl with a southern accent wants to try that with me again, I am fucking down, fam.
Right.
Actually, let me finish the divorce first. But nonetheless, like,
Like I decided to put up the crazy hot matrix so that way, or the hot crazy matrix, so that way people could
yeah.
see where she sits in the fucking matrix as of right now. So this orange area is where it is. So like at minimum, you have to be a 5 hot, 7 crazy, and it reaches all the way up to 10 hot, 10 crazy.
Yeah, I'd say at the time to me, she was like a 9 hot. But now she's like a 2.
Yeah, that's the no-go
Um,
zone. Like it doesn't matter
like,
how
like,
crazy she is. Like if 0 to
yeah, like,
5 is a no-go zone.
and I'll tell you why she's a 2. Okay. Um, no woman who let Chuck Reeves touch her can ever be attractive to me.
Boom.
Like, that shit's gross, bro. Like, I'm just, and I'd say part of it's a blessing because I'm not sitting here missing her. And remember, as we discussed the other on the live stream, she tried to come to my hotel room
Yep.
when I was out, and I told her to fuck off. Now imagine that shit. I've been locked up for 6.5 months, and my wife wants to come see me at my hotel room. That's how disgusted I was by her.
Yeah. Now, see,
You know?
like the guy who created the hot crazy matrix said that a woman is not static in this fucking thing. They can bounce from one place to the next at any given moment. And
Yeah.
so because of everything that had happened, she's now no go. So just keep that in mind, gentlemen.
No, I mean she's okay. Look, the only dudes she's gonna fucking pull now are the lowest of the low rent type niggas, bro.
Okay.
Like you could pull dudes like, dude, I can pull bitches. Like it's not even hard for me. Okay, I'm in a whole stage of my life where I'm like, get away from me.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, no, I'll tell you about this one incident I had. Um, this couple of years ago, I'm at my sister's house, and I'm in the bedroom. Talking to some people, and my sister has a bunch of her homegirls over, and they all have these fucking kids that are just running around acting fucking crazy as shit, dude, inside the house. And I come out the bedroom, and I'm like, hey, y'all need to stop, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking to the moms out there, and they're all a bunch of single baby mamas and shit. And I'm talking to them out there, and I'm like, hey, your kids need to fucking stop. Like, I'm trying to do some shit in this fucking road here, blah, blah, blah. They're out here, they're going to break something. And they all tell me, well, you can tell them. All right, cool. Going, hey, y'all need to sit down. If you're going to run around, you're going to do it outside, blah, 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 and all this. And I'm telling them. And they're like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. 5 minutes later, they're at it again. And I walk outside again. I'm like, hey, yo. And they're like, tell them, yell at them. Okay, word. I go in there, all bass in my voice. What the fuck did I tell you, punk ass kids? I start screaming and shit, And they
Yeah.
get all scared. I'm like, sit down right now. And they all like sit on the couch and shit. And I'm like, what did I tell you? dude told me okay, but dude ain't do it. If you're gonna play in here, if you're gonna play outside. You're not gonna fucking run around in here. If you run around in this motherfucker one more time, I'm gonna go get one of my belts. I will whoop all y'all's ass. And your mom's told me I can do it. And they're like, okay, we're sorry. And then they sit down and watch TV, and then when they want to play, they go outside. 3 baby mamas are on the porch watching me do that. Kind of had to mop that fucking porch up. You know what I mean? Like, it was wild.
It was moist.
Yeah, they're all like, one of them like brought me like some shit and came over to my sister's house. Hey, I brought him a plate. And I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, like you ended up telling me because like it may not have it may not have shown very well on the live stream, but like I mean outside of the fucking stair shot that I fucking shot when you took off the hoodie and you could see a change from the back of you before you walk up the stairs.
Yeah.
And like maybe the camera angles that we had when we were doing the tell all might not have shown, but like in real life, you can see a major difference in CPN's physicality.
I've been getting it's not camera angle. I mean, come on, that's more of an excuse there. But no,
Okay.
like I'm still pudgy and shit. But like I'm just cut as fuck. I'm like on some Mark Henry shit. I'm like or the strongman tournament shit now. Like I'm still a big dude.
His arms though
But like I
are
said, my
so
double
much
chin is
more
gone.
defined.
My double chin is gone. You know what I mean? My fucking arms are all cut. You can see everything, like the definition in them now.
Yep.
And all that. My whole upper chest, like everything. I be lifting weights, bro. I be lifting weights. I be jogging. You know,
By
I
the
be doing
way,
push-ups, leg ups.
that's why he was like talking about, you know, like on Tuesday we do arms, like doing the whole fucking Robert Frank thing.
Well, that's how I found him because I was looking up workout routines when I got out, and then like I found him, and I was like, oh shit, this is awesome, bro. So like I started
like even my fat
him
ass enjoys watching Robert Frank.
Dude, I'm gonna do Juggalo shorts just like Robert Frank.
Yes. Yeah, we were talking about that.
We do arms. Because if you want a southern juggalette named Savannah going down on your banana after gathering of the Juggalo's cabana, your arms better be fucking swole.
We were discussing that, like he would not stop fucking doing these things while we were kicking it. It was like, dude, he had me fucking dying doing this shit. I'm like, yes, this definitely needs to be a fucking short series.
On Wednesday, we do arms. Because if you want Malenko to grant you 3 wishes, then fuck 3 fat bitches that all smell like different types of fishes. Your arms better be fucking full.
Like this shit. By the way, the homie Shade is in the chat dropping diamonds.
Hell yeah. What up, Shade?
Hell yeah.
Well, see, here's the problem with Shade, though. He's a 3rd-rate duelist with a 4th-rate deck.
Oh, fuck. Not this shit again.
Dude, he is.
I loved, like, when I discussed with him the shit involving acetone, which I guess acetone is saying there's really no fucking beef or anything like that, but I talked to him about it and he was like, you need to talk to your boy about that shit, and I said, well, I did, and he said that you're a 3rd-rate duelist with a 4th-rate deck, and he goes, motherfucker, I've been like, he's been telling me this shit for fucking years.
That's right. Hey, look, about the acetone situation, I tell you this right now. I still, to this day, like from what I understand from behind the scenes, I know he still be saying the shit. I'm not going to tell you who, but he knows who he's talking to.
Okay.
You know, so I'm getting that info. But I had a pretty good conversation with Stephen Barton about it. You know, and even Stephen agreed that the story acetone saying doesn't even make sense. Now Stephen has said, okay, and I'll just put it publicly. Acetone, Stefan, they're all 17 dead. They all got each other's back. And if they ever come across this, let me explain this. If there's ever any real beef with acetone, and you guys come to back them up, I fully understand, and I can't even be mad at you about that because that's what y'all supposed to do, and I respect it. And if for whatever reason we end up violent on each other, I will bring the violence with respect, in a sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to go there. I don't want it to go there. But acetone don't know how to chill the fuck out. I'm not saying it's going there now. I'm not saying I have any plans for that to go there. But he do be saying some. He do be speaking out of turn about this. And as far as I'm concerned, I still think he made that whole shit up. I don't believe a single person fucking came to him and told him that story. I mean, acetone's been to jail before. You know what I mean? I remember that shit. I remember when he was in jail and his wife was posting like he's good and stuff. He's gonna get this taken care of, and he makes a promise that while he's in there, he's gonna spread the gospel of hydration and all this other shit. And we were all laughing and shit, like, okay, yeah, stay up acetone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe a single person went and told him that shit. Okay, if he's been in jail and he's been, you know, he's been rolling on some G shit and all this other stuff, he would know right away that shit ain't real. You know what I mean? Like, his story was that in order to get a reduced sentence, the feds came to me and asked me to give them information about juggalo gangs or something, and that I dropped a dime on 17 dead. There's a few reasons why this story is just on its surface, just bullshit. Why would the feds get involved in a state level case of a domestic issue?
Right.
Okay, here's another one.
Because juggalos are fucking recognized as a gang.
He's stating that he's also stating, okay, like, so the feds made a deal with the state to give me a reduced sentence. Usually when you make deals, if you make a deal with the feds, it's because you're facing federal charges. If you make a deal with the state, you're facing state charges. That's usually how that works. Now, there are very special cases where the feds and the state work together, but that's when we're talking about like big high crime shit, and none of us are that, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe Capone likes to think of himself that way, but no, nigga, you are not Al Capone, homie. You know what I mean? Nobody worries about you, especially the feds. Okay? No one's worried about you. The third problem with this whole thing is, and this is where to me, this is the biggest thing about he just made that up so he can have an excuse to have an issue. So he's saying that he fully believes that I dropped a dime on 17 dead, and now he's coming after me, right?
Right.
So he thinks the feds are watching him
No.
for juggalo gangbanger shit, is what he's saying. So let me ask you this question. If you thought the feds were actually watching you on some juggalo gangbang shit, would you be publicly on social media making threats to somebody to do juggalo gangbang shit if you thought the feds were watching you for juggalo gangbang shit?
Right. Yeah.
Probably not, right?
No.
Okay. It's kind of like all those people who are always screaming, fuck the Illuminati. Okay, no, you don't believe they actually exist, and that's why you say it. So you can act hard knowing there's going to be no blowback. You know what I mean? Because they're not worried about you. So yeah, I don't, again, I find it interesting that the source of this supposed information hasn't come forward and showed where he got his information from. Because there is no information. It would be in my paperwork. And there is no paperwork. When you snitch, that's in your paperwork. There would literally be official paperwork from the fucking state saying that I'm being given these deals and these offers and all this other stuff because I cooperated in an investigation. And none of that's in my paperwork. My paperwork says that everything's being dropped down and everything because there was mitigating factors. because the cuckster is the one that showed up to my house, because the cuckster is the one who started the fight, because the cuckster is the one who got out of his car to approach me after he engaged in fighting words. You know what I mean? That's why it was mitigated.
Mm-hmm.
And because they didn't want to go to trial anymore. So they had to put, okay, it's being mitigated down to this. We don't want to go to trial. Of course they didn't want to go to trial. Imagine putting 12 people up there and then showing those videos and stuff. Imagine the jury finding out in the first 10 minutes of him being questioned by the defense that he's been making everything up. You're not trying to go to trial, bro. Dude, if I would have just sat in there, they would have fucking dismissed it. The only reason I took the deal is because I can have it washed off of my record next year. So it's not going to affect me anyway. It hasn't affected me now. It hasn't, dude, I have not been denied a single service, a single residence, a single fucking contract. I haven't been denied shit based on this little slap on the wrist misdemeanor. So, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm wondering, you know, if he's going to produce, this person came to me and told me. And I think if somebody did tell him that shit, I think by this point he knows that whoever told him that shit has an agenda against me. It's even Stefan told me that my ops were coming with this bullshit and it's obvious bullshit.
Yeah.
But Acetone took it seriously. So even Stefan knows that it's my ops trying to get me. And I'll tell you exactly why. My ops are terrified of 17 Dead.
Oh.
They're absolutely terrified of 17 Dead.
I mean, remember that video when Harry Woodward did the one-hitter quitter?
Rafiki.
Exactly.
When he Rafiki'd all those fucking hyenas from LSP. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I would be afraid of that shit too. Luckily,
I'm not afraid of getting beat up. Like, I'm not afraid of getting beat up at all.
I am.
You know what I mean? Like, well,
fragile.
You saw where I grew up. We fight all the time. We grew up fighting.
We've had conversations. You've told me that you've gotten into fist fights with even your best friends, and then a couple hours later, you're like, "You want a beer?" Yeah. You want?
Yeah, dude. Like, that's just how we are. You know, that's how we grew up. I'm not afraid to fight anybody. I'm not afraid of anybody. Dude, I mean, remember, I'm the guy who was talking all this fucking types of crazy shit, having 10 million threats sent to me, and then going to the gathering and walking around by myself like,
yeah,
what? Bring it.
Yeah, if anything,
I'm fucking scared, bro.
If anything, it's proof positive that majority of the stuff that being threatened on the internet is just threats. Like, I had no fear. Like the year that you went to jail, I was getting, you know, and I'm getting phone calls and video comments and stuff like that from Chuck, fucking being like, "I'll see you at the gathering." Okay. And didn't see a fucking thing, you know.
Dude, let me tell you what my biggest fear. Let me tell you what my biggest fear of this whole Juggalo shit has been. Okay. My biggest fear has been that somebody's gonna step up like yo gangster shit, nigga, and then they're gonna get hurt, and then they're gonna run and dial 911, and I end up in jail. Here's where the problem comes in. That fear doesn't even exist to me anymore. When I was in jail, I told my sister, I'm actually terrified of this place now. And she goes, why? Because of how comfortable I am in here. Like, bro, like, I can easily live in here. Like, it's fun. Like, and now that I've come to that realization, I'm afraid to get out. Because dude, like, I don't even care now. Like the whole, like, oh my God, try not to go to jail is not in my head anymore. Dude, that's what I'm afraid of now. Like, oh, there's, like, I was too comfortable in there. It only took a few weeks, but I was too comfortable in that bitch. And like, ugh, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing is, like, even 17 Dead, I've never been afraid of 17 Dead. I've respected 17 Dead. There's a difference between the two.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I've respected them, I thought it was dope when Stephen chased Gmo down the street. I thought it was dope when Acetone went to confront Gmo. I thought it was dope when they surrounded Gmo and chanted Joseph Ruth while handing him the fuck Acetone sign. I thought it was dope when Harry Potter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was dope. I respected him for being real about that shit.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
The shit that we saw online with the way that they handle their shit, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was dope. But I'm not afraid of anybody. And so, you know, if Acetone is like, yeah, I want some. Okay. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. You know what I mean? And if your squad got your back, your squad got your back. I respect it, bro. I mean, we can still get it on. I don't want it to go there, but we can do it. I mean, you know what I mean? And that's the other thing with anybody threatening me.
Oh,
You understand? I spent 6.5 months in jail, right?
yeah.
You understand? I was around people who like murdered motherfuckers. I was around a dude who beat his girlfriend half to death. I was around criminals. Like, you understand that, right? And I was comfortable in there. You, any of y'all out there thinking you can scare me? But you got another thing coming, homie.
After seeing Douglas, Arizona for myself, I understand why.
You know, it's funny because Acetone grew up out here in Tucson, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of Tucson that is infamous for being, you know, a fucked up part of town. It's South Tucson.
Okay.
Douglas is what South Tucson would be if it didn't have the rest of Tucson connected to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And people out here are afraid of South Tucson.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, you know what one of my nicknames in jail was?
No.
Suge.
Suge?
Yeah, as in Suge Knight.
Yeah, I can see it.
because they're like, oh, he's West Coast, you know, and he's a big motherfucker. Motherfuckers wanted me to. The reason I was working out all the time is they were like, bro, you need to get over here and work out with us, bro. We're trying to see you get swole. We're trying to see you get bigger, bro. Like, you're wasting your body by not being swole. When you got that frame, let's go.
Mm.
Yeah. So I started. And I was working out a lot. And it helped with all the anger and depression and everything of what this bitch did to me. Yeah, there I was working the fuck out, bro.
Guess who else just entered the chat?
Who?
Scully.
Scully. What up, Scully?
Yep, Scully just entered the chat.
Hey, Scully, I tried texting you a while back and never got an answer, so I assumed you changed your number. But I tried hitting you up a while back, so anyway. But yeah, you think any of these people out here could scare me, bro? I'm not scared of no one. I can't be scared of anybody now.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I was ever scared of is one of these motherfuckers getting stupid. I hurt them and they called 911. That's not a fear anymore.
All right. Scully says that he's going to DM you the details.
Okay, cool.
All right.
But yeah, bro, like, you know, but like, this isn't a threat to acetone. I'm just saying, you know, if he wants it, fine. If not, fine too. You know what I mean? And regardless, if he has people that have his back, I respect it. And we could do stupid shit to each other, or we cannot do stupid shit to each other. But really, the ball's in y'all's court. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing in the fucking match, bro. It is what it is. But like, again, I find it funny that the story don't make sense, and that now he hasn't shown one piece of evidence or one piece of like, this is the person that told me. And you would think he would want to put that out there, because if somebody did tell him that, and now he's realizing this is bullshit, that means somebody made that shit up just to use him and 17 Dead to get at me.
Right.
I'm not too happy with being manipulated like that, but it is what it is. So that's what it is, bro.
Oh,
Who cares? Fuck it.
yep. So yeah, at this point, it's like, I'm not bringing this up to try to fucking stir shit, but at the same time, it's like, okay, it's good that you're able to clear that air, because I personally don't have a problem with acetone. I don't want a problem with acetone or anybody from 17 Dead because I like those guys.
Yeah, so do I.
By the way, so G Dog ended up asking when we were talking about the crazy hot matrix, he said, "What about green-haired liberal women?" And my answer to that was just, "I'm afraid of them calling me fascist."
Right. Yeah, yeah. I am afraid of calling them. Dude, I hear green haired liberals. From what we understand, green haired liberals are rapists.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard that.
Like, we're not saying it. We're still not saying it,
Yeah,
but that is
we're not
what we
saying
heard.
it's just something we heard.
Hmm.
All I'm saying is I hope more phone calls like that don't end up coming in at some point in time on my channel or on your channel or on anyone else's channel.
Fuck yeah.
I really hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't happen.
I really hope it don't happen, Doc. Like,
Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
whatever that is, whatever situations it was with those individuals, like, I mean, it's documented history, but I just hope that it doesn't keep popping up sporadically.
yeah. Oh, so by the way, too, I just want to just give you guys a little sneak peek on the stuff I'm working on right now for the new channel. So Alazul Elu, huh?
Al Azul Ilu.
Oh, they're just Alazul Elu, huh? Is that magic ninja? Oh, that's right. I learned about. Wait, hold on. So Gmo Ski did some shit, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, well then Yeah. Oh my God. Wait. So from what I understand, Twisted has been sucking up hard recently.
Yes, they have.
From I heard Jamie Madrox was in Hot Topic like, this is dope. I'm getting this shit.
Yeah, it was like an ICP shirt because they finally started bringing back ICP
No,
shirts
no,
into Hot
I
Topic or
saw
some
the
shit.
video.
Yeah.
I saw the video.
I'm
I
just,
laughed so hard, bro. I was like, ah.
yeah, I covered it here on the show. I covered the Gmo thing on the show. Um, I think let's see, I also covered the Alazul Ilu shit here on the fucking show, which I'm happy about because now I can finally officially listen to Alazul Ilu.
Mm,
And there was also some
here's the
news
thing. I'm not
recently.
a fan. I'm not a fan either way.
Okay.
Um, I did see the video though. I did see them walk out on the stage at Hollow Wicked with them severed heads, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, dude. On Magic Ninja's website, they still have them listed as an artist.
Really?
Yeah. And when I brought that up to somebody, they're like, oh, maybe they haven't updated. No, they have because they removed Gmo. And that Gmo shit happened around the same time that the Zul shit happened.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna
like, yeah,
I'm gonna look it up right now. So Magic
yeah,
Ninja
look it up.
roster.
Pull it up.
Yeah,
Pull
Zool
it
is
up on the
still
screen.
on there. AMB
Yeah, pull it.
Blaze.
Yeah,
Yep.
pull it up on the screen.
All right. Let me. Okay, right here. So Alazul Alu is still on the Magic Ninja roster.
Yeah.
Yep. And then AMB Blaze Boondocks Eastside Ninjas House of Crazies James Garcia Twisted in the ROC. No Gmo.
I love how they have like certain group names that are just made up of other members that are also listed to make their roster look larger.
Yeah, dude, they did that once they started filling up their roster because they had like Triple Threat, which was like Twisted and Blaze. Then Eastside Ninjas is Twisted, Blaze, and
Which is Twisted
ABK.
Blaze and ABK, but then they list Twisted Blaze, ABK, uh, separate, and then it's like, bro, there's the desperation, bro.
Yeah, like
And then,
it was artificially inflated to make it look like they had a huge roster.
dude, not only that, dude, I've literally seen videos of the Freak Show tour, and I was like, that is fucking sad.
Mm.
Like, ew, that crowd, ew, bro, like that is so sad.
Yeah,
Uh,
and They also got rid of the Ritas and Diet Lotus. Zodiac
Well,
Imprint isn't on here, which is weird because
yeah,
it's like I feel like that they probably removed Zodiac Imprint because that's Blaze and ROC, but Twisted's not involved in it, so why would they want to fucking add that?
dude, you know what's funny? If you compare their numbers, right? So like, if you compare even their Spotify numbers, right?
Hmm.
Well, since I got 180 some, the last time I looked at it, it was like 180 some thousand monthly listeners, which I'm not saying sucks. It's no small feat. 99% of these Juggalo rappers wish they had 100,000 monthly
Hmm.
listeners. They barely crack 1,000 if they're lucky, you know? But then you go to ICPs, it's like 2.8 million monthly listeners. It's like, damn, bro. Like, wow. Like, Twisted's audience has to grow like over 12 times just to be slightly behind ICP. You know what I mean? It's like it's just two different. And I'll tell you this much too: that bootleg Kev shit with Violent J, that shit was awesome to me, bro.
Mm.
Did you guys ever squash a beef? No. Fuck Twisted to the
Yes.
day I die. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck.
Yep.
I
Just
was like, oh, dude, and those fuckums were like from his chest, dude. Like the way he said that shit.
yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck. I was like, wow. And yeah, I know I'm not saying never say like never. It's like never say never. But the fact that he's still on that shit now,
Yep.
like, and you know, you listen to the way he talked about it. He said, "I've never been betrayed harder in my life. It was a physical thing." Now, I don't know if you've ever been like that badly betrayed. Like probably like because like when you went through your divorce and all the shit your wife did. Yeah, there's this physical like pain that enters into your fucking body, your fucking stomach and chest feels like it's being twisted, bro, from the inside. Dude, it's fucked up.
Yep.
That level of physical pain, bro. And you know, but like understand like what he was saying in that interview was that of all the fucking shit he's gone through emotionally and the betrayals he's gone through, and nothing has ever hurt harder than what Twisted did to him. Now, I don't know if you guys understand this, but that usually does not come with forgiveness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That pain, you associate that person with that pain for life, bro.
Yeah.
And the fucked up thing about it is they didn't even need to do that shit. There was no, and I'll tell you exactly. I don't know if you remember back in the day when I was saying this shit, but I had said if we ever get an apology for the march, for them not going to the march, it'll be after they fail at their endeavor of trying to become a famous rock band. And then I went into their entire what they're going to do. With the Warp Tour, they're going to release a rock album. They're going to add more people on stage so they can look like a band. I went through the entire thing in 2017, what I think Twisted's going to do. And they did every single thing exactly as I said they were going to do. They even attempted to rebrand their fans. Nightmare children. Of course, that didn't work. But dude, they even apologized. Too
Yep.
little, too late. I love Shaggy's response to that shit.
Hmm.
I did the whole thing. Bro.
And now they're pandering, which you also
They're
called for.
pandering. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, bro, dude, there was a dude. There's a dude who does like some work with them and shit. I won't say who or whatever. And he's been trying to get at me about trying to mend fences with them. And I said no. Like on my end, when they fucking said the whole thing that I was threatening to rape Jamie and they did that whole thing.
Hmm.
And I told him, do you know how much like my mom's got harassed over that shit? Like people in my family got fucked with over that shit, bro. Like the amount of problems they started because of that shit. And I said, I'm going to tell you this much. if you've ever seen The Devil's Rejects. And he goes, I've never seen that. I was like, okay, look up Devil's Rejects basement scene. If I could, and I can get away with it, I would recreate that scene with them. It'd be Madrox, Paul, and Dustin. And I'd be the sheriff. They had tried to walk the line. Realize there is no line. We are playing on a level most will never see. You know what I mean? I would do that shit to him if I could get away with it. If I can work that shit out to where I can do it and get away with it, I would torture him like that, bro. If I can put bullets in one of them just to watch the other one cry, I would do it. But I can't get away with it. So I'm not going to do it.
Word.
This is one of those situations where you ever seen that meme? Is there anyone in your life that's only alive because you don't want to go to jail? You know, it's kind of like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, yeah, definitely not looking for them. I'm definitely not attempting to do anything. But if I could, I would.
There,
You know?
By the way, since we're on the subject of Twisted, somebody wanted to ask if you had any thoughts on the Twisted's April Fool's joke.
I'm not gonna lie, that was funny. One of my homeboys sent me a screenshot of it. And he said, dude, these motherfuckers, blah, blah, blah. And then I sent it to Kreyz and I said, bro, is this shit real? And then Kreyz comes back, dude, it's an April Fool's joke. And I went, they fucking got me.
Yeah, check the date. Oh.
And I was like, dog. But, you know, it actually, to me, it speaks to that they know that they've been biting off of ICP the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Because to know that's a perfect April Fool's joke, you'd have to know, like, it was kind of like, okay, this place I used to work at in Douglas, they put out a fucking memo saying everybody tomorrow is going to be subject to a drug test. And everybody was scared. It was an April Fool's joke. And I'm like, it's the fact that you knew that this would scare the majority of the company that is disturbing to me. And they were right. I mean, they were right. Like, everybody, like, you know, it's Douglas, bro. Everybody's fucking high on coke. But it's the fact that they knew that. You know what I mean? Like, so. But, yeah, crazy. We've taken over your show.
Yes.
But it is the aftermath.
That is true.
So, you know, after today, I won't do this to you anymore.
Yep.
I just talk a lot. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You know, it makes my job a little easier. And it keeps the fucking people in the chat entertained, whether they're lurkers, fans, haters, which are bigger fans than the fans, by the way.
Well, I gotta say this. No, listen. I don't agree with that. So I think that's a very disrespectful thing to the actual supporters. Let me tell you what the haters are, the ops are versus the supporters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say what we're doing is like a business, right? The supporters are the people you walk in and shake hands with, and they're our most valued fucking employees. This company runs because of you. The ops are the dime a dozen motherfuckers that need to do all the grimy work that we don't care about because we can fucking replace you at any time. Now, they still help the company run, but we don't value them. They still play a part. We don't value them because we can replace them at any time.
Mm-hmm.
But the supporters, those are the ones we eat lunch with. Those are the ones that, like, fuck, I don't want to lose that person because I'm going to have to train somebody else to do what they do. and they're so good here. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they are.
See, like I looked at it from the perspective that, like, okay, you've got the lurkers who just listen. You know, you've got the fans that, you know, they interact, they want to fucking, you know, they like you know, they like your, you know, the cut of your jib. And I like, but then you have the haters who spend more time offline trying to dissect everything about you, from the things that you fucking show on the internet, and try to dig and deep dive into your personal life. That's how dedicated they
Mhm.
are. It's I mean, it's a very unhealthy obsession that they have. That's why it's like sometimes they come off like they want to know so much more about you, and most of the shit that they find is fucking not even truth anyways. Um, they're obsessed, like unhealthily obsessed, which is why even though you're not paying attention to them, you know, they're still gonna try to fucking do 3, 4, 5 hour fucking live streams talking about you, days upon,
Right.
you know, days upon days upon days. And
Well, think
so,
about this. Think about it like this. We're running a farm. Like CPN, we're running a farm, right? All the people that are supporting me are the people that are here at the house doing business deals and all this other stuff.
mhm,
And what are we selling here? We're raising algorithm cattle. The ops are all the grunts that we send out, do all the dirty work and feed the algorithm cattle.
mhm,
That's all they're. That's all they're ever going to be.
basically,
And the truth of the matter is, like, Pat Williams has this joke. He's like, if you have to have haters. If you only have so many haters, you need to figure out how to get this many haters by the end of the week. You know what I mean? Uh, you know, um, there's also a Cat Williams thing from an interview he did that keeps surfacing after the Diddy shit happened. And every time I watch that, it makes me feel good because I know that eventually the Blase thing is going to come to fucking light. The thing we talked about with Becky.
yeah.
And I'm telling you this, so many other things I told you guys about years ago ended up coming to light later. And you guys know this. I can swear to you the Blase shit's real. And that Cat Williams thing where he's like, it's over for all of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. The only thing I can say is I put it out there. When it does come to light, just come back to 2026, bro, and be like, CPN told us about this. There's not much else I can do, but tell y'all that part of it. When it does come to light, remember I told you. Remember I was the one that fucking came out and told you. I remember what I went through just for knowing that piece of information.
Mm.
And eventually, that will be exposed. It's what it is. As far as anything Roxy fucking exposed about me, okay. Yeah, did I scream at her? Of course I did.
Who
She
wouldn't?
was wasting all her money on her fucking drug habit and her consumption habit. Yeah, she had a drug problem. I barely had any sleep most of the time. Getting woken up in the middle of the night all the fucking time and being told to drive her here, there, and everywhere else so she can buy bottles of fucking Adderall and shit off of people all over the goddamn state. We've actually had to go all the way as far down in North Carolina, fucking crossing to Maryland and stuff just to get her shit. It was
Wow.
retarded. It was retarded, homie. Like the world that she had put me in. And then on top of that, he was like, "Oh, let's get high, let's do Molly, let's do this." And yeah, that's fine once in a while, but she was constantly trying to fucking let's fucking get high, do Molly, do coke, do this, do this, do this. And I'm like, bro,
Settle down.
like that one weekend was dope, but can we like chill the fuck out? What the fuck? Stop being a bitch, blah blah blah. This bitch trying to get me addicted, bro. This bitch called me a square because she has this homeboy coming to the house and shooting heroin up in our fucking bathroom, dude. Call me a
Motherfucker.
fucking square and that I couldn't be so judgy and shit. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, I'm judgy on heroin addicts. Yes, I am.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't fuck with
You know
that.
what I mean? Dude, I have like, um, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just good, homie. And yeah, I screamed at her, bro. Yeah, you're right. I screamed at her. I told her the fucking craziest shit. You know, her telling me to let's look the other way with Blase doing what she was doing. Oh, I'm gonna go spend the weekend at my ex-boyfriend's house and you're not allowed to come, but it's for my music. Fuck you. No. You want to live that lifestyle? You can. I'm gone. Because I don't want to live that way.
Right.
And I refuse to settle.
Hmm.
I refuse, homie. And if I had to go, let me tell you something. If walking away from her meant I had to go through all of that bullshit again, I would. I would. Just you.
Yeah,
Just you.
dude. I don't. I don't fucking blame you, dude.
Yeah.
By the way, I know this happened a while ago, but Scottish Misfit dropped another tree fitty, and he said,
Yeah.
yeah, he said, very nice, very evil. That Danhausen.
Right. Okay.
I love Danhausen.
Dude, I posted a video and I posted a short little video when I went and saw Till Lindemann.
Hmm.
I posted that shit yesterday. Because he walked through the crowd and he walked like right by us and shit. So I got a little selfie and shit, like with him like few feet from me. Dude,
Oh yeah,
dude,
yeah. That little short video that you posted.
yeah. So, dude, you know who that is, right?
Till Lindemann.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the lead singer of Rammstein.
Yes. And my boy hits me up. So this is funny as hell. My boy hits me up and he goes, "Hey, want to go to Phoenix with me? There's two shows I want to go to. One Friday night, one Saturday night. One's at this place, the other's at this place, and we'll get an Airbnb kind of in the center, and we'll take like Ubers and shit to both, and we'll just party all weekend and get fucked up and go to these shows." I'm like, "Hell yeah! What shows are they?" It's a Friday night. It's Theater, and they're co-headlining with Skillet. Now I fuck with Seether,
Okay.
and there's a couple Skillet songs I do like. My boy can't stand Skillet, right? And but I fuck with Skillet, right? And I need a hero to save me now. I fuck with that shit. Well, anyway, um, so we go to the Seether and Skillet show, right? And during Skillet's set, during certain parts, he talks to the crowd, and then he's like, talks about how Jesus Christ is his Lord and Savior and all this other stuff.
Hmm.
Oh, but then he tells me like, Saturday night is Till Lindemann. And I'm like, Till Lindemann, why does that sound familiar? He's like the singer from Rammstein. Oh yeah, dude. And I've listened to his shit before. It just sounds like Rammstein. Like Till Lindemann's solo shit, it just sounds like Rammstein.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'd rather see Till Lindemann live than Rammstein. No, I'm lying because I want to see a lot of Rammstein shit too. But what's dope with Till Lindemann is like watching Rammstein, but it's a bunch of hot bitches playing the instruments.
Dude.
Yeah. But anyway, but nonetheless, bro. So we go to the Seether Skillet show, and he's talking about, yeah, my savior's Jesus Christ, and I like to feel like a monster, and doing all this. The next day, we go to Linneman, and right before his his performance, there's another band that comes on. They're called Twin Temple, and they do like that old school, like 1930s, 40s, 50s, like noir. They're like music you would see in Dick Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
They do that kind of music, but it's satanic.
Dude.
So they come out, you know, and they have this fucking thing. They're like, we've left this crowd in the name of Satan. And all this. They're talking about going to satanic orgies and all that while they're like singing these songs like ready for satanic orgy and blah blah blah. And I tap on my boy and I go, it's a different vibe from last night. And he pucks up laughing. He's like, I know, right? But damn, bro, me and him are sitting there, we're drunk as hell. And then the band starts walking on the stage and then the lights shut off. And this song starts. And then I hear him on the microphone. So you know what that dude sounds like,
Yes.
right? That voice through the speakers, bro. Dude, I became transgender and got wet as fuck. Like my entire body tingled hearing him. Ahí están los. But I don't actually know a lot of the words. I'm just kind of doing the rhythm of the sound, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, bro, oh, dude. And then those lights came on, dude. And I was like, yo, there he is. There he fucking is, dude. I took some pictures and shit. I was like, bro, it fucking tell Lindemann, dude. And then he has this one album, and it's in English. It's called Skills and Pills. He has some of the craziest fucking songs in that shit. He has one called Golden Showers.
Oh God, I remember you telling me about this.
Give me sweet champagne, let cry your pinky flower. Give me golden shower. Let it rain. Don't be blunt. Let it rain. What a stunt. You know, and when they're doing it and it's a golden shower, the fucking lights go gold and there's like these sprinklers that come on, so it actually looks like the crowd's getting pissed on. It's awesome, dude.
I remember you telling me about like fucking the entire time that Till Lindemann's singing and shit. Like there's two giant fucking screens and it's all playing fucking German porn.
Yeah, dude, it was a bunch of videos of like girls for that song. It's a bunch of videos of girls pissing, but like close-ups of like their pussies and shit, and just piss coming out of them. And me and my boy are like, "What the fuck are we watching, dude?" Like, it was, dude, it was a wild show. There was one song he was doing, and in the fucking background, you're seeing like pussies getting like squeezing cum out their pussies, right? And then like they bring out a table and there's a bunch of cream pies and the whole band is picking up cream pies and throwing them into the fucking crowd. And we were like, bro. And then there was another part where they came out with this big old bucket and had a bunch of dead fish. And they're just throwing dead fish into the fucking crowd. Dude, it was wild. It was the wildest show I've ever seen in my life. But like, it was awesome.
That's fucking dope.
No, he has this one song called Praise Abort. And it's about praising abortion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have 6 kids and I don't like it. They eat too much and treat me like shit. You know, but the chorus, I was just screaming the fucking chorus. It's a little too, it's a little too, it's a little too home. He goes, I hate my life and I hate you. I hate my wife and her boyfriend too. I hate to hate, and I hate that. I hate my life so very bad. And of course, we're just sitting there drunk as fuck, just singing it and shit. Like, dude, it was such a good show, dude. So,
Oh man. Bro, the fucking chat is like not even paying attention. Like they're on some other shit right now.
I mean, are they? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gay, bro.
Ah. Well, okay, so I guess we could probably wrap this up. It's almost midnight.
Oh,
Um,
shit.
yeah. Um, I had news in case like we had like this didn't take as long as it did, but it's us, and we're both fucking chatterboxes.
And
Uh,
I'm long winded like a motherfucker. My bad, bro.
that
Just
I
like
don't care. Like,
but crazy. Let me tell you something. Let me say it publicly. Thank you for coming out here. Thank you for conducting and hosting the tell all.
thank you. I appreciate
You
that,
know.
and thank you for
Uh,
having me. I really
oh
loved
yeah,
the
definitely.
experience.
Well, you remember what I told you when I told you about this months back.
Hmm.
I told you I'm going to come back, and I want to do a tell all, and I want you to be the one that does it because me and you have known each other since forever, and you had my fucking back. You're going to do it. There's no one else worthy.
Hmm.
You know what I
That's
mean? So
like you and I have an incredible history being on YouTube, our friendship, my yes manning, and that's one of the reasons why I was like, dude, the fucking thumbnail I feel like that I made for the live stream seriously culminates a lot of our history together and the things that
right,
we have fucking been through. That's why I was like, dude, it's got to be Death Note. Like our fucking like the only thing that I didn't know how to fucking inject like our fake beef other than being like, where can I
yeah,
put Greedo in this fucking thing and have him shooting first?
right.
But nevertheless, like you and I have been friends for almost 2 decades. And I know you on a more personal level, endless times that we have had different conversations. I was shocked when we just were discussing, yeah, let's do a fucking tell all. All right. I'm fucking 100% down. Like there's no question about it.
Yeah,
Who else could fucking do something like this?
yeah, exactly. And I will say this: when I saw how many people were watching and interacting and everything, I did snap a picture of it on my
Mhm.
phone, and I sent it to Roxy with the words, "You destroyed nothing, bitch." Yeah,
and
I did do that.
and now this has come, this chapter of your life for the most part publicly is going to be coming to a close. You're not going to be talking about it anymore. Um,
Yeah,
there's
this is the
real
last time.
Yeah,
Last
there's
time.
there's really no need to. No addressing Chuck, no addressing Roxy, no addressing the Bender Boys or anybody else in those fucking circles. It's move forward from now. You've got a new channel. You're going to be working on that. You're going to be working on the Cactus Club, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Cactus Club will be our podcast. Our podcast won't be live. It's going to be like produced.
And it's also not going to be primarily Juggalo related. It's going to
Oh,
be about
there's going to be no Juggalo shit with it at all. However, in the format of the Cactus Club, the Skeeter is a Juggalo.
okay.
You know what I mean? That's how I met him. It's actually a funny story how I met him. He worked for Safe Ride, that thing that takes like, you know, people with insurance to their doctor's appointments and shit.
Hmm.
And he took my friend's dad to a doctor's appointment the same day that the Mirror tour was in Tucson. And so me and a couple of my boys, we went up to the Mirror tour. Skeeter was just having a daughter, his first daughter. And so he was putting in as many hours as he could, stacking as much cash as he could. So instead of going to the show, he decided to work and pick back to work. So he's taking my friend's dad up to Tucson while we're driving up to Tucson uh, in a caravan, ninjas, to go to the Mirror tour. So on their way up there, my friend's dad and Skeeter are talking, and he's telling him, like, yeah, my son came up here with his friends today. They're going to some concert. And Skeeter was like, there was a concert I kind of wanted to go to up to today, but I decided to work because I'm having my daughter and all that. And his dad's like, yeah, they're all into that, all that insane clown posse stuff. And I think that's what they were going to.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, really? That's the show I was going to go to. And so that's how, like, he's like, oh yeah, the dude who drove me, he's in all that music too. And then so he came by when he was down in Douglas to say what's up, and that's how we met him. And then ever since then, it's just been on, bro. Like, I've been kicking it with him ever since.
Yeah, and seeing his store was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the other thing too. That's the other thing too when it comes to, like, me and him. Like, we're into wrestling, we're into video games, we're into music. Like, we like a lot of the same music, ICP, but a lot of the same bands, and
yeah.
So, like, we have all that in common. Same thing with you. And his last name is Reynolds. Your last name is Reynolds. So, you know what I mean? It's weird the way it works out.
Like, and I also have to say, like, he was hospitable as well, and he also fucking gave me a small hookup as a thank you for all the shit that I've done for you and our friendship and all of the things that were going on. He ended up hooking me up with 2 games. He let me leave the store with 2 fucking games.
Dude, I told him to charge you extra too.
Right, dude, I would have fucking paid. I had cash, but he was just like, nah.
I was like, nah, fuck Crazy McKormik. Charge him extra, bro. like, give him the fuck you price. He's like, nah, bro, and that's what he does. He has a big heart, bro. He loves hooking people up when he can.
Yeah,
and he's so successful now. He just wants to give back.
And the way I look at it though is like, like I said, I would have been down to fucking pay for this. It didn't matter. It was a fuck you price. That, like, you know my rules. Like, when I travel and stuff like that, I have to fucking come back with a video game or something. And so what makes this cool though is it's Mortal Kombat Deception on the PlayStation 2. It's Marvel Avengers for the PS4. And those are also some very nerdy things that you, me, him, we're all fucking tied together. So these definitely are something that it's like, yeah, it all ties everything together.
It's actually probably pretty special that he gave you a copy of Mortal Kombat Deception, because there's a story between me and Skeeter when it comes to Mortal Kombat Deception.
Which
but
I don't remember. I don't think I remember playing Mortal Kombat Deception before, like when it first came out. So I'm gonna have to fucking play this, and I'll be able to. I think I'll be able to figure that out.
We just went. No, it's between me and him. He was going through a bad fucking time in his life.
Oh.
And I remember him saying, like, he wanted Mortal Kombat Deception because at that time that game was about to come out, and he was talking about, like, there's a deluxe edition that was coming out, and like Sub-Zero was on the cover, and it was in a like cardboard box set.
Yeah.
Christmas was coming around, so I bought it, and I took it over I gave it to his sister, and I wrapped it, and I gave it to his sister and said, "Hey, give this to him." And I put on the thing to Skeeter from Santa, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he got it, he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And he looked at who it was from. He was like, "Santa, bitch." And he kind of realized it was me. And he had no idea. He opened it up and was like, motherfucker started crying. Like, yeah, because he knew, like, he's like, "I got you, bro. I know you're going through it right now. Here, Mortal Kombat Deception, Deluxe Edition, bro. I got you, man." And that's one of the reasons why me and him are so good. Like, apparently I started kicking with him when he's going through some bad shit in his life. And I would just go over and be like, "Hey, what's up, homie? Like, let's go eat." Like, we had this one summer where we get cases of Schlitz, just get fucking drunk and shit, bro. Like, it was great, But anyway, yeah, bro, like, like you met some of my peoples. You know, you kicked it out here.
Ate some
I'm
runs.
glad. I'm glad I got to share a portion of my life with you,
Yeah.
and see like my roots and where I'm from and the kind of people I end up around. You know, um, and I will tell everybody this. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't emotionally fucked up while I was in jail, and I'm not gonna act like I wasn't emotionally fucked up when I got home. I had a lot of work to do, bro. I had a lot of pieces to put back together. I am not going to sit here and act like all tough and hard and be like, no, fuck that. I'm a pimp ass nigga and I'm a man. It ain't no bitch. No, that bitch fucking hurt me worse than I've never, in the words of Violent J, I ain't never been betrayed harder.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Fuck Roxy Red. Fuckers, fuckers, fucker. Till the day I die. Real talk on me.
I feel you. 100.
Dude, you know what I was listening to on repeat? I got home and I was like, I wonder what Dax is up to. And he had just released that song Depression. Dude, I walked around my land, walked up and down those fucking dirt roads with that song on repeat with the fucking earbuds in, dude.
Which, by the way, that was one thing that I didn't fucking mention. That was another thing, like just on the outskirts of Douglas, like he has a huge plot of land. He was able to reclaim the land that his family had in the, and he showed it all to me. Like old, like
Yeah,
grandparents' house, grandparents' fucking job site that that his grandfather owned, and the land that his mother had bought. Like he's got all of it. Like aside from the place that he's kicking it at right now, he's got all this other land. So like at this point, CPN is basically fucking set. If things were to go south with him right now, and he had to get kicked out of his apartment, he still has a place to go. Two
the
places to
only
go.
reason the only reason I live up here right now is because business opportunities, and Douglas is 2.5 hours from Tucson.
Hmm.
So it just makes more sense for me to be here. And believe it or like I have the money to do it. So, you know, I rented an apartment up here just so I can be closer to everybody that I'm doing business with. Because I'm doing like I still do like I have my own shit, dude. I'm a sole proprietor. I have a bookkeeping business. I make good money there. I have a data analytics business. I make money there. I work remotely. And so that's why I can live on the land still
Hmm.
if I wanted to, because I work remotely, and all that. But, you know, we got the other stuff we're starting here. And so I need to be with my people here. It's the only reason I have the apartment. But if everything were to go to shit, I mean, I have hella savings and I have land. Our fucking taxes on the land is like $180 a year.
Which
You
is
know, the only thing that,
fucking
you
insane.
know, our water bill, you know, the water, because we have to get the tanks filled.
Hmm.
Uh, that's $105 every 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
You're set.
I'm set, bro. Like I'm set. My sister's set. My brother's set. We're all set. I'm not even working to survive anymore. I'm just trying to do other shit now.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's it. Like survivability is there. I'm just trying to do other shit now. Go another shit. Um. So anyway, but yeah, dude. Yeah, we're good. Everything's good. But yeah, I had to put those pieces back together. It took a long time. I needed to be away from all this. I needed to be away from everyone, bro.
Yeah, and it
Um,
it
yeah.
worked out fine for you, you know.
Mhm.
And you know, on to another chapter. You've like outside of your job, like I said before, you got your YouTube. You got a new channel. You're not going to be discussing this shit anymore. You've also got Diamond Hammer Entertainment. You
Yeah.
got the podcast, which
So
if
so
you
here's the thing. Here's the thing with the t-shirt business. The t-shirt business is already running.
ah
Like it's already doing shit, but locally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then, there's going to be some expansion and stuff. But yeah, we're getting ready to roll out the underground thing. And I've already talked to some people in the scene, letting them know what's going on. Dude, I'm already getting orders, bro. And I'm like, we're not even ready to launch yet. Like, but yeah, Diamond Hammer will launch. And because what I did a lot of research with artists and stuff. How much do you pay overhead for your t-shirts and stuff? And once they told me, I was like, okay. And with what we have access to now, I'm like, well, I can undercut all of it with the same quality. You pay less, you make more money in your pocket. It is what it is, bro.
Right.
And it will be made by me. I mean, we're looking at possibly getting to the point now that, Teespring and all those other places, they contract with independent fucking manufacturers anyway. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We're just the manufacturer. That's it. Like we're cutting out the middleman, and we're just the manufacturer. Meaning we can make the same shit. It just doesn't cost you as much. Um, Somebody told me that when I come back, I should be a force for unity. I'm never going to be that. Okay. In the realm of Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm a dark attribute. I'm never going to be the guy that unifies people. Not in that sense. I'm the asshole that calls out your bullshit. I'm the asshole that says, no, fuck you. No, you're full of fucking shit. And here's the flow chart. You're a bitch. And I made a flow chart scientifically proving with every fucking aspect of how much of a bitch you are. That's where my strength is. That's
He's
what I
not
can do.
he's not lying. Like I've seen this motherfucker since like 2008, 2009. That's how he's always been.
Yeah, I'm a fucking heel, bro. I'll never be a face. I'm a fucking heel.
Yeah.
I'm just a popular heel. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? That's all I am. That's all I'm going to be. But as far as like, unity, this, that, and the other, what I am also good at is business relations.
Mm.
So I can bring that skill too. So, I can hook some people up. That's what I can do. That's the realm I'm in. Okay, business relations. Hey, how much you pay for your t-shirts? What if you got what if you got that same one for a few dollars less? What if you got that a better version of that for a few dollars less? Something that would cost you this much. What if it cost you this much and it was better than the thing that cost you? You know what I mean?
I
I
think
can do that.
I honestly think that the underground is probably going to end up having better merchandise than the fucking people at Psychopathic in Chapter 17. It's maybe.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, no, I'm not trying to do large businesses. That's not what
Right.
we're trying to do.
Right.
Okay, we're not set up to be like, hey, we need 5,000 shirts by tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not set up for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's a lot of people in the underground who need merch, and getting your own merch can be costly. Well, let's bring that down a little bit. I've had this philosophy when it comes to like just the United States in general. All these people fight for 15, raise the minimum wage, raise the minimum wage. I say no, lower the cost to live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what we should be doing. We should be working, the government, the people, and everything collectively should be trying to work to lower the cost of living. Leave the wages alone, lower the cost of living so our money goes farther and our money does more stuff. Now, I can't do this for the world. I can do this for the underground. I can do this for any independent rapper who wants to do a show, who has enough of a fan base that's going to show up. And everywhere they look, this is how much my t-shirts are going to cost. And I got to sell them at this. Dude, when I was selling my t-shirts, I never took profit.
Yeah. I try to minimize the amount of profit that I could possibly make on my t-shirts that I was going
I
through
took zero
Teespring.
profit.
Really?
I took zero. Yeah, because I wanted to keep the costs as low as they could possibly be, but still keep the quality up.
Mm-hmm.
I took zero profit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? just so people can get my shit affordably. I don't care about the fucking money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing a live stream and stuff. I don't care about super chats. I don't care about Patreon. Other than I need, other than the business of like, hey, you guys want shirts? That's a business transaction, but it's a favorable business transaction from me to you. We both benefit.
Right.
We're both getting something. Other than that, I don't want anyone's money, bro. I'm set already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't want it. It is what it is, homie. So, and when we launch, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe motherfuckers that hate me will wear shirts that I made and not even know it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm honestly like there's a design that I ended up fucking giving away to a pretty big name, and I'm hoping
Yeah,
that people that I don't like is wearing my shit. If
right.
anything, that is gonna be the fucking payoff for giving away the shit that I fucking did. It'll be fucking it would be fucking hilarious.
Hey, crazy. What if we end up working it out to you design it for the artist, I make it for the artist, the guy who hates both of us wears it.
For real.
How awesome would that be, bro?
For real. Dude, that would just be icing on top of the fucking cake. The cherry on
Yeah.
top and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, fucking G Dog ended up when you were talking about being the villain. G Dog in the chat ended up saying, "In my experience, he's not lying 100."
Yeah, dude.
G Dog knows.
Dude, why do you think I grew? Why do you think I grew so much when I just fucking stopped being nice? I said, you know what? Because I was a dick before, but there were certain things I was keeping to myself, certain feelings I had that I was keeping to myself because I didn't want to be too much of a dick. You know what I mean? And after the twisted shit, I just lost it, bro.
Yeah.
And I put gloves off, no more censors. I'm gonna tell you
Fuck.
exactly what I feel.
Yeah. See, like that's the one thing is like a lot of people on social media will fucking censor certain things that they really want to say, so that way they can maximize how much ad revenue they're getting or super thanks, super chats, whatever. CPN don't give a
Yeah,
fuck, you know,
yeah.
like that, like the whole thing with the censorship and shit. It was like it went out the window. You you didn't need advertising. You didn't need fucking super chats. You didn't need people buying your merch, going on your Patreon. Um, you didn't need any of that shit. It was just like you're gonna say whatever the fuck you want, and it like there's nothing that's gonna stop you.
Well, that's the thing about this world, bro. Like this community, the Juggalo shit's not money for me, bro. My money's made elsewhere.
Right.
Juggalo shit's not money for me.
It took me a
And
minute
and
to realize that for myself, but I figured it out.
and then on top of that, bro, like the money I did make off of YouTube, all that money was just collected and it was used to buy video games, upgrades for the computer, and go to Juggalo shows. And whatever I had left over was put into the gallery. People got tickets. People got free tickets from me. I did the big barbecue. I bought people merch, you know, just to give back, homie.
Right.
It is what it is, dude. My money's always been made elsewhere. I've never tried to make a living off of this shit. Not off of YouTube.
Hmm.
Not off of Juggalo shit in a sense. I try to make money off of I would definitely try to make money off of other fucking types of shit. Not Juggalo shit, bro. This is the thing I'm into. This is my hobby. This is the thing I love doing. You know what I mean? And when I said that thing on the podcast the other night, where I said, you're not going to make money in this world when we were talking about humble and stuff, there was something else I wanted to follow that up with, and we got sidetracked.
Okay.
What it's kind of like in wrestling. You're not going to make money until you reach a certain level, and it takes fucking years. To be in this business and to be successful at this business, you have to love this business, and you have to be willing to do this business for nothing. You have to love it to be able to fucking succeed at it. Jericho has said that. Stone Cold has said that. Jim Ross has said that. They all say that shit, bro. And the reason they don't say that shit is because in wrestling, those wrestlers, have you ever seen like Stone Cold's story, all these people's story about 5 wrestlers in a car all splitting just to save on gas and eating raw potatoes and shit just to keep their protein up
Yep.
and stuff, and they did that for years, dude.
I remember hearing Spike Dudley fucking talking about like how, in ECW he was only getting paid $75 a show, and he would be, sleeping in his car eating like tuna fish out of the can. Like it was that bad for him.
Right.
But since
Yeah,
they
but
love the business, he's still sticking to it.
right, because they loved it when they went out and performed, and they did all that shit. It was like, hell yeah, they were in heaven, dude. They loved the business, and you have to pay dues and you have to do all this other stuff.
Mm.
Now, take what you're doing when you succeed and turn and make good business decisions. But if you love the business so much, when those opportunities come to you, you're going to also learn how to run your version of the business because you want to stay in it, because you love it so much, because you've learned it so much. It is what it is, bro. But anyway, to the people who support, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Now to the ops out there, I haven't seen a single one of your streams. I haven't seen a single video talking shit about me in the last 4 years. Not one. Okay? And I'm not going to see them. I'm not going to address anything you guys have to say. I only have one channel now when it comes to CPN. I don't have a second channel for CPN. I got one channel. And as I told you guys 4 or 5 years ago, same shit applies. You don't get main channel, fam. So it is what it is.
Boom.
You know what I mean? Talk all you want. Say whatever you want. Spread whatever bullshit you want about me. But the other night showed me my audience has gone absolutely nowhere.
Which is true. 3,100 plus views since the live went.
And the like to dislike ratio, dude, I was like, damn, bro, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck with it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for waiting for me for the past 4 years, dude.
No shit.
It is what it is. A new chapter. We're closing the old book. Closing it. Moving the fuck on. Let's do this shit, bro.
I'm in the same boat too. Like,
I'm not saying I won't engage in beef or I won't engage in some whatever the fuck. We might have to respond to a certain green-haired motherfucker, because he do be putting out some bullshit. What's fucked up about this, and crazy could vouch for me. I actually fucked with him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was listening to, I was watching some of his videos. He's the only person I fucking saw. Right? Because somebody on Snapchat sent me one of his videos and was like, bro, I think this guy's trying to be you. It was a video he was talking about Twisted. He was talking shit about Mono, because Mono was like live streaming and he kept accidentally calling his thing the 3-headed monster when it was, or whatever. It was something like that. And so I was sitting there watching him and I was like, he's got the microphone, the professionalism, the way he's doing this. Okay, this dude's kind of fresh. And then eventually I tell Crazy, the only person I've watched and I actually fuck with him is this guy named Humble Among Us. And Crazy's like, fuck him. Yep. And I went, ooh, what'd he do? And then Crazy laid it all out for me. was like, damn, that sucks, bro. That fucked with him, dude. Like, and then we were gearing towards Hollow Wicked. And he said the dumbest shit I've like, hey, will this finally uh be the olive branch to stop the beef between ICP and Eminem? And I went, what the fuck?
Eminem. Yeah.
Dude, that shit's been like
That's been
been
deaded.
been that's been dead, bro. Like, what what are we talking about? And then like I'm looking at the comment section, people are calling him out. He's arguing with him back, like trying to fucking tell that he's fucked up. And I'm like, oh no. And I hit up Crazy. I was like, okay, you were right. Humble's a fucking idiot. Like,
Not
and then it
exactly
just
the
went from
words
there.
that you said, but yeah. It was like,
And,
okay, yeah, you were right. This dude's fucking retarded.
yeah, that's what I said. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Christmas morning, bro, when you sent me that shit,
Hmm.
uh, he was posting on Christmas morning shit talk about fucking Tech Nine.
Right.
I don't care how you feel about Tech Nine. It's Christmas morning, bro. And I was like, it's Christmas morning. But then you tell me that he's posting on Twitter like Crazy McKormik has a documented history of sexual assault. And I was like, fuck this guy, bro. Fuck this guy. This guy wants it. That bitch. What's good? Maybe I need to break some humble shit down, bro.
Mhm.
Maybe I need to take some clips. Maybe I need to put him on the thing and just tear his arguments apart.
Go old school on his ass. Show him how it's done.
Maybe I need to. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I told you he tried, like I tried to fucking extend an olive branch to him because I was hearing the last gathering that he was he was squashing beefs with people and shit, and I was like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And instead of giving me the same fucking treatment that he gave everybody else, he fucking just went the opposite direction. And instead of fucking squashing it here and there, there and now at that point, he's like, "We'll discuss it later. I got me and my girl got stuff to do." Okay. And never heard from him since. Fucking, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I take that as a fucking result that he don't want to fucking squash it. So fuck it, let's escalate it.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
But yeah, like with me, it's like a lot of the bullshit that's going on. Personally like I did watch the video that Chuck put out. I'm not gonna explain it, but I will say, whatever. Best of luck in all of his future endeavors.
Yeah.
Because, like, whatever. I think it's personally better that he stayed the fuck away from the internet, stayed the fuck away from you, stayed the fuck away from the rest of the ops, even Roxy. If he's in a better place, good for him. Go, fucking load the beard with some fucking beard oil and cream and do those tournaments with your fucking facial hair all you want. Good for you. Not gonna be
Dude,
talked about again.
my lawyer literally said to me, he was like, you understand you're in here because you let a short guy who goes to beard measuring competitions get to you, right? I said, motherfucker, when you put it that way, like, God, bro, like, you make me feel fucked up, bro. Like, like when you put it that way.
For real. Like I've had Roxy blocked since all that shit fucking happened. I've also made it so the Bender Boys, outside of one or two of them, aren't allowed to fucking leave comments and chat anymore. I don't watch
Yeah.
their shit, you know. I did
Well,
scrub through their most recent live just to see what they said, and it was all dumb fuckery. Uh,
well, it's like I've said about them before. I don't need them for content. They need me for content.
yeah,
That's how that works.
the
You
same
know what
thing
I
with
mean?
me. And from here on out,
You
it's
know,
like I don't need to fucking discuss them. Everybody is basically fucking moving on to the next book. Like this book is closed.
yeah, yeah. So, what my plan for my channel is though is I have three different types of format videos. I'm gonna probably end up doing. One of them is gonna be the old school of me just standing there talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, walk into this frame. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's CPN. You know, blah blah blah, and talking about something, right?
Yep.
But I have these like analysis videos I want to do, but I want to do them like, you know, have my like symbol, like the cartoon symbol or whatever, like sitting in a chair. Hey guys, we're going to talk about something today, and just like, you know, go over. I have these like things I'm coming up with, like the octopus calculation, the Death Note equation, the whatever the fuck, you know, and talking about very specific things in the Juggalo realm. Like I'm working on this one right now. It's called The Fall of Gmo, the Death Note, the Death Note parable,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. But anyway, and that's going to be like a more like in-depth analysis on some shit. And then the third format is where we're doing the Cactus Club podcast. Since you know, Skeeter's the Juggalo, there's some Juggalo subjects me and him are going to talk about in the format of the Cactus Club podcast, but it's going to be for my channel, not for the Cactus Club.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it's going to be that format of me and him sitting across the table from each other with the microphones talking, you know, and going into all this. And that format is probably where I'm going to do my jail stories too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Dope.
Anyway, also the second Mortal Kombat movie is pretty dope. I'll see it.
I need to. Like I got other movies that I'm looking forward to, and I keep on fucking like, I want to. I'm looking forward. Like I don't know. Did He-Man come out yet? I think that's next month.
No, I'm gonna go see the next two. I have three movies to go see that trailers are out right now. Street Fighter,
Yep.
the show looks dope. And then I'm gonna go see. I'm definitely gonna go see He-Man, and then I'm gonna go see Scary Movie.
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to He-Man, and you know how big of a Marvel fan I am, so I'm definitely down to watch fucking Spider-Man. Spider Noir just came out on fucking Amazon, I think. I gotta look into that.
Right.
Fucking
Well,
Ben Riley being played by fucking Nicolas Cage.
right,
So He-Man, Spider-Man, fucking Doomsday. Oh damn,
right.
I totally forgot about
Well,
Mando.
Doomsday's like later. I mean, Clayface is coming out too.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
I heard something about that. I need to see if there's a trailer for that.
there is,
Okay, I gotta look it
there
up.
is. It looks wild, bro.
Like I've got the Street Fighter trailer, uh, but I can watch that next week as well as Clayface and see
Yeah,
if
I
there's
saw the
anything
Clayface
else.
trailer on YouTube, but they played it. We went and saw Mortal Kombat today. We basically had a Mortal Kombat day. We've been playing Mortal Kombat at the house. And then we went to watch Mortal Kombat.
Fuck yeah,
It's been Mortal Kombat today.
dude. And then I whip out
So
Mortal Kombat Deception. Boom.
yeah. And if you haven't watched it yet, try to watch Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper's amazing.
Okay, I gotta check that out. All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. We've been on for like a little over 3 hours. If there's
Or
anything left to
Peacemaker, actually,
say,
not Peacekeeper.
yeah, Peacemaker. So if you've got anything else left to say to the chat, go right ahead. Floor is yours.
I fucking hate you guys, and you know, I'll see y'all on the new channel. But you are hated. Fuck you guys. Suck my dick.
Like I said on a live, some things never change. All right,
That's
bro.
right.
All right, bro.
Right.
I will talk to you later.
Right. Peace out.
Peace out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Childsplayninja fucking took over my entire show. I had news that I was gonna fucking talk about, and I was also gonna bring in the trailer for Street Fighter. I was gonna fucking talk about Ouija Mac with the new honky funky shit, the funky funky shit music video. I was gonna take a look at that, but yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait until next week for that when I'm actually fucking doing a show. I do appreciate the diamonds and the hammers in the fucking chat. I will also point this out to you just because I'm working on new things for the show for the channel. Here, let me go ahead and full screen this. Um, so I am trying to expand on things for the channel. Uh, Members only now has a thing with specialized emojis. If you look into the chat, you'll be able to see the example of what the fuck I'm talking about. So you've got 4 emojis of myself and 1 of COONSKI. I need 2 more and I'll be able to add a new emoji. Swill is showing it off as well. Let's see. Next week we can get back to 15 people watching, if not maybe 20 if I'm lucky. I don't know. There was a huge boom with the fucking live stream from this past Friday. So many people fucking coming in and subscribing, and I appreciate that. I'm not like CPN where he fucking hates you guys. I appreciate a lot of you. Also, if you are not yet subscribed, the link is in the description for CPN's fucking channel. And we'll get back into some fun shit next week. Also, oh shit, Waffles becoming a premium emoji user. That's awesome. Thank you, Waffles. I miss you, Waffles. I haven't talked to you in forever. And also,
Hey, now, by the way, I just want to say, fuck Crazy McKormik. Whack as fuck.
Goddamn right. So, also, I want to say I appreciate everybody that dropped the super chats, dropped the fucking what is it now? The rubies? We got rubies now. So I appreciate you. Nah, it's even less than that, Swill. It's 99 cents a month for the members only. I felt like it was necessary and to add COONSKI into the mix so that way he is immortalized in the fucking realm of custom emojis. So yeah, you can see it right there in the chat. I also updated the fucking emoji so that way it's my bad. So it's me with the spiky hair rather than the hat, because the hat gets in the way of the fucking dark mode. Alright, so with that being said, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for participating, even to the haters. But yeah. Those yeah, from like I appreciate you guys fucking popping up in the chats and stuff like that. So, you know, thanks for fucking helping out with my algorithm. All right, I'm out this bitch. I'll see you guys next week. We'll do an actual fucking show. All right, deuces.